All right, all right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on which part of the world you are. Welcome again to the Logan's Hour. Today is another great edition of the Logan's Hour. Today promise to be a very good one again, as usual. And I can rest assure you, those of you who are up there and follow me at this point. Usual. All right. Just want to be sure that I can hear myself. So today, I have some of my people who follow me. I see my own sister-in-law, Faye. Faye is here following, and Mr. Eluscious Tito Harris, MacArthur D, T Banks, the rest of the other folks who's joining us here. I want to say thank you so much for joining us tonight, and thanks for making this place your home. And I can rest assure you, we have so many things going on. We have so many things to discuss. And today, key on the issue, you know what's happening in Liberia, you know what today the situation currently. So we'll be coming back shortly. We just take this one promo when we come back, and we will hit our main topic for tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining Logan's Hour. Today is another great edition, and we look forward to having a very, very, very great interactions here tonight. So, to all of you who joining us for the first time, I want to say thank you. For some of you who just uh, been joining us, we want to say also thank you. And rest assured, we are in this business. We have been in the business for a year now. So get used to it. We are here to stay. All right. Let's play our sister Miriam and be back.
Hey, beautiful ladies of Indianapolis. Are you looking for a beauty place where you can buy all your latest human hairs and other beauty accessories? Look no more. The MD Beauty Salon, located at 3429 Kentucky Avenue, is just that right spot for all your beauty needs. At MD's, our customers' satisfaction is our foremost priority. Our staffs are friendly and accommodating. Contact us today on 317 360 2624. MD Beauty Salon, your one-stop shop for all your beauty needs. And hey, ladies, when you get there, tell Mariette that the girl is sexy.
All right. When you get there, tell Maria that the girl is sent you. So today again, I want to say thanks to everyone. I see my own big brother just pop up, Mr. Bobby Eluscious Logan. He just pop up tonight. He's on the show. Mr. Logan, I want to say welcome to the Logan's Hour. And to all of you who just joining us tonight, we want to say thank you for joining us. Well, we are here every Tuesday and Thursday. Hopefully, this coming Friday we will be on. Hopefully, as I said, we'll be playing beautiful music. We'll be celebrating here. It will be a whole comedy session on Friday. We'll have a whole joke session. So some of you are probably if your name is called in the joke session, don't take it too serious. Though. That just joke. So and see my sister Brandy Alpha. Brandy Alpha, the people miss your voice. So Brandy, you better be thinking about coming by on air. The people miss your voice so much. And you know now, people from Labrador and the Brandy Alpha been out fun. Where is Brandy? We can see her distance. So Brandy, you start getting ready. Brandy chilling. Let me let her know right now. She chilling. And that's why you can you can see her. Yeah. So to all of you joining us here, I want to say thank you for joining us, and want to say we are happy that you people always join us. And Brandy, okay, Brandy just told you people. Brandy says she around, and those of you who looking for Brandy's apart, she's around. She's the tough talking Brandy apart. I can rest assure you. I know the reason why she's not appearing on camera right now because she have her inauguration plan that is coming up. And for those of you that don't know, Brandy Alpha has been appointed as the co-chair on the youth department. So she's the co-chair. So Now, Brenny Alpha, she's a little busy. She's running after this thing here and there, and she saw her assisting the inauguration team with her expertise as well. So Brenny's around, so don't panic. Brenny's gonna be here soon. And you remember we in December. Those of you wanting to file your taxes, you know December is around the corner. January, that's when people do taxes and things. We have our brother in the community, Savazin Double. So neighborhood tax and advisor service. So your reliable tax preparation service. So preparation service, sorry for that. So the preparation, if you want to prepare your taxes, if you're getting ready to do your taxes, you got advising double here for your tax return, bookkeeping, notary. So if you want to notarize document, this advisor can do everything there for you. So Dunbar, Sebastian Dunbar here, he here to prepare your tax and he deals with appointment on it. So if you want to book an appointment with Sebastian, all you need to do is to call 317-332-2975. And his address is very friendly. The address is 3429 Kentucky Avenue, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46221. So those of you who getting ready to prepare your taxes, you have your brother Sebastian Daba. He's a Liberian brother in the community. It will be better to do business with him. And January, December, February, up to April, you can file your taxes. And Sebastian Double is here to run a service. Uh, I know he's your own Liberian brother. He will not be that expensive to file your taxes. Those of you who have been filing taxes and know how those things work. And today, before we can go any further, I want to use this time to say a very big happy birthday to my my friends, specifically to the president of the Bassa Association of Indiana, Mr. Rich W. Basigia. Mr. President, I want to say as you embark on your new age, I pray that the Almighty God give you wisdom and increase increase your your kabagi, because if wisdom come with the kabagi, it can be so good. So today you turn 1 year older, and as you embark on your new journey, I pray that all is treat you well, and you all know Mr. Riz Bazikia. I want you people to go up here and wish him happy birthday. And when we open the show at the end of the 30 minutes at the end of the show, if you want to call in and wish Mr. Riz W. Bazikia happy birthday as well, the line's going to be open to wish him happy birthday. He's a great man. Uh, the community of Indiana, the Liberian community of Indiana, we are privileged to have such a great, smart young man living with us here. And as I said to you, he's a man of wisdom. Normally education just give you uh, knowledge, but wisdom comes with a lot of experience. So for his age to have all the experience that he had currently, so he's a wise man. So I want to say happy birthday to you, Mr. Rich W. Bazigia. And I want to say happy birthday to my dear brother and friend, Coach King Civica Bazigia. So the both brothers are here. They are twin, identical twin. So today is their birthday. Both of them born the same day. So I want to say to the both of you guys, happy birthday to you, Mr. Civicus Basigia and Mr. Riggs W. Basigia. Today you guys turn 1 year older. And I like this. I like these twins because they both do not go the same side. They disagree based upon principles. And that's a good thing to do. Sometimes we see some real D twin, some twins so dumb. Anywhere the other brother go, where the other brother won't go. Anything the other brother say, the other brother will agree. But in this case, both guys, they have the independent judgments, and that's why even the people of Liberia admire about them. So at this point, while they are turning 1 year older today, regardless of our oppositions, regardless of our side, let's wish them happy birthday, and let's celebrate their birthday with them. So, Mr. Rich W. Basigia, I want to say to you and your brother today, Mr. Civicus Basigia, I want to say wish you all the best. The Bassa people of Indiana, we are proud of you because of your instrumentality today. We have a chapter in Indiana called the Grand Bassa Indiana chapter that never existed in the history of this community. And want to say to all of you who wishing Mr. Risbas, yeah, a happy birthday. We want to say thank you as well. And may you celebrate your day. And we pray that the Almighty God will strengthen you and give you all your heart desire. And another thing, don't forget on the 12th of December, damn it, 12th of December, I still going by 2022. Yes, sorry. On the 12th of January 2023, we will have one of the toughest son in this town. One man that I have high regard for, someone who we 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 have both interacted and we have shared this space called the Liberian community. A man who carry himself with a lot of respect, and to be honest, I respect him because respect is earned because he gave it out. So in return, you have to give it back to him. It has to reciprocate. And this man is no one else but the Secretary General of the Liberian Association of Indiana, Mr. Robert C. Kiri. And we will have Mr. Robert C. Kiri here. Mr. Robert C. Kiri will be on the Logan's Hour, and he will be here on the 12th of on Thursday, the 12th, 2023, 2 days to the inaugural ball. And he'll be here at 6 o'clock p.m. We have two things on a discussion. The first one, we have the area inauguration, the upcoming inaugural ball. He will be discussing about the inaugural ball as well. And probably maybe he would love to be joined by some of the inaugural committee as well, committee members, to also expound more on these issues that will be coming up on the 14th of January. And sidetrack to that, we will also dive into issues of the Liberian community of Indiana. So Mr. Robert Kerry will also talks about he'll give us update about the new administration and plans that are in the pipelines and what are the new developments and what we should look up to. So Mr. Robert Kerry will touch on area in totality. So those of you who want to ask questions about area and about things that you want to know about the new administration, we would be privileged to be joined by the Secretary General, the man who is the custodian of the association document, the man who runs the secretariat, the man who runs the day-to-day activity of the association, Mr. Robert C. Kiri. So the man who is clothed with all of the information of the association. So we will be joined by Mr. Robert C. Carey on Thursday on the 12th, 2 days to the inaugural ball. He's going to spice it up. He's going to give you reasons to go to the inaugural ball, and he's going to tell us at least a little more about the Liberian community of Indiana and why is it important that you become part of this community. And since he took over as Secretary General, and what are the things the community should expect of him, and what are those things the community should expect of the new administration as well. So it's going to be, trust me, it's going to be a very great discussion here. And don't think I'm going to be the only host. We're going to have other other co-hosts, or maybe how do we call it, co-moderator or moderators. We ain't got to put co to anything before it sound a little demeaning. So we will have Mr. Kerry here. So we have other people here to discuss ask Mr. Kerry the relevant questions relating to our community. And those of you who will be following the program as well, you can also put your questions in the question in the comment section, questions that you want to ask Mr. Kerry as to what is unfolding when it comes to the Liberian community. What do we look up for? And that, no disrespect, right? One of my friends called him Jeremiah. He live in Minnesota. He normally watch this show too, but he watched the show on YouTube. So normally when he watching the show, you don't see him watching the show. So we had a discussion the other day when I had Mr. Jan Volula and Mr. J. Joshua K. Power. And right after the show, I think the next morning, he saw the show, and just in one day, the show we had about 1,000 people viewing. So when he went to the show, he said, "Hey, how come almost 2,000 people view the show, and you open the lines for people to give their inputs, and nobody want to call in. Why the people of Indiana feel they are all elites? They don't call to participate on the live program. I said that's how it is. Some people call, some people used to that, and some people are not just used to calling on a popular show, and some people do not call because they don't want to make errors, and they just want to be corrected or they want to be in the cycle. He said that's not cool. That's the community. That's everybody participation. They got to call and let other people know their views about issues, how they disagree or how they agree about issues. And I told him, I said, listen, we never had this before. We just this show is just 1 year in the community. We started in January, and this January make us 1 year. And gradually, people are going to get used to it. Now I can see people are gravitating gradually, coming to like their own product. And I see the Logan's Hour Princess and Mr. Solomon now just pop up on the Logan's Hour. Want to say welcome to the Logan's Hour as well. And so I told him, I said people will get used to their own show. And trust me, the Liberian Association through the Liberian people, they're going to get used to disseminating information through these medium because we are in different age and different time that information dissemination is very cardinal because if you write those information and just send it through group chat, people do not really know what you wrote into those things and people follow uh, whatever that is posted in spoken words because even if you cannot read or you cannot write all you can do is you just sit and listen, watch it on your TV like my mom right now. I know she's watching this program on television. She watching this program on her television, which is a very good thing to do. And those of you who following this show, I want to say do not miss this show here. Oh, my baby just pop up, Celine Valentino. So welcome, Celine Valentino. And to all of you who following this show here, today I want to say don't miss this show here on Thursday on the 12th. We have Mr. Rawa C. Carey from the Liberian community. He's the Secretary General. He will be here to give us updates about the Liberian Association of Indiana, and he'll be talking more about the upcoming inauguration ball. And I also want to ask Mr. Rawasi Kiri to also talk to committee members of the inaugural committee to also come up here because I know questions that are going to be posted to you. You might not be clear with the authority to answer those questions. Those questions might be just for the inaugural committee to address them. But when it comes to LAR updates and issues surrounding LAR in totality, you will be open to that because you have worked as a EC person here as well, and also getting up to serve your community in the capacity as general secretary. You're one of those people that are highly qualified for the positions that I can vouch for that. But yet instead, when the time comes, we will still beat you here too when we see some things go wrong. So just get ready for me. Dear brother DDA, what's up, my dear brother? Thank you for joining us tonight. And listen, I'm happy that we are in different age and different time. Somebody shared a picture with me the other day and said, this is how most Liberians think. And I told the person not true. This is the picture. Do you believe that? Those of you watching this program right now, this is how most Liberians think. That's what the person told me. The person said, this is how most Liberians think. I said, that's not true. And why do you say that? He said, because our expectations are so hard to the point where we anticipate an entire cow fitting in a sedan. To the point where even if we reach to the point where we know that this cannot work, we believe we're going to force it to work because if it don't work, people are going to laugh at us. So because we took the cow to the sedan and try to put it in, and a lot of people told us, say, oh, it ain't going to fit. Or we say, oh, leave it, it's going to fit. And because it don't fit, so we try to force it through for it to fit, to prove a point. And when the man told me that, I said, listen, that make no sense. But however, it is what it is. And Mr. Kesali Akwe, I want to say welcome to the Logan's Hour. I look forward to your calls. We had a conversation yesterday and you promised to call me back. So, Mr. Akwe, I look forward to your calls. We supposed to have a very, 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 very good program here with the sport department. And Mr. Akwe will be coming up here with some of his team members And we also look forward to seeing Didier and my dear brother Adebayo to be on that conversation because Adebayo is a soccer lover too. Didier also plays soccer. He loved the game too. So when Didier, Adebayo, Roland, Akwe, and the rest of the other team come up here, we will be going 100% soccer. We're not going politics. It's going to be 100% soccer. Everything about politics going to be shut down. If you come here with a political view, we're just going to respectfully ask you that we are discussing soccer and let's talk about soccer in our community. How can we grow soccer in our community? How can we encourage young people to get? Because the thing about it is that though we are not discussing soccer right now, but what is important to encourage people to start playing these minor sports is that the younger children they still have the opportunity to go professional, but for we the older ones we use it to exercise, and exercises is very important for us. Some of you who just go to work, come from work, eat, sleep, watch TV, go to work, come from work, eat, sleep, watch TV. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. Join the old timer soccer team on Saturday, on Friday, and let's play soccer. Like the few time now, we are working on playing indoor soccer. Brother Akwe right now working on that. So if you're coming for your you coming you, if you're coming to the indoor soccer practice page, all you need to do on Saturday morning when you come with $10. All you need is $10 because you're going to pay for the facility. The facility we're paying for the facility for 2 hours. Imagine you playing soccer for 2 hours. So when you pay the money to the indoor soccer, because each individual is $10 per person. So when you pay that money is being deposited to the people who own the facility, and you're going to play for 2 hours on Saturday. So every Saturday from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you can tell me you can afford $10 because I know some of my men as soon as they buy around McDonald's can eat $10 in no time. Then they can say, "Oh, I forgot to put my fries." Then you go put fries and eat $3 again. So that $13 you can use just on one drive through. So try saving your $10 this time around. It is winter. We shouldn't forget about ourselves because how we can forget about ourselves, and later on our cholesterol starts to add up, and we start to develop some funny behavior. Then later on we go to the hospital. The hospital eat more money from us. Let's exercise. Let's keep warming on. Let's keep burning the sweat. And Mr. Roland Akwe is working in that direction. I know the youth chair, the current youth chair, Mr. Sa Wenda Samba. He also involved with soccer. He and Roland, I know they are on top of the game. So we are looking forward to female say if you can play soccer, come with your soccer boots, then don't warm up. And during the summer, this coming summer, we have some other programs in the Liberian community. We have an open outside workout. So if you would love to work out in the open, we have the venue poster, we have the flyer poster in the community chat. You can also come to the open outside workout. It's gonna be maybe about 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 to 11 o'clock, or you can come and just in your skin to everybody warm up. We show you some different pattern of training that can help you and burn some calories, and you go home and feel so good about yourself. So all of those are in the making. Yeah, my baby says she won't play soccer. Celine says she won't play soccer. So get ready. They're gonna be a very great thing, and all of us going to enjoy it. And they're let me tell you today, for the little children that want to go professional, let's encourage them. If you have your son or your daughter in the house and want to play soccer, encourage them to come and play soccer. Encourage them to come on the tutelage of Roland Akwe and Mr. Sawende Samba. Because if your child go professional tomorrow, you're looking at your son, the same way people are looking at Alfonso David, looking at what's his name? How do you call it picking? Timothy Weah. And imagine man like Ronaldo, 37 years old man, in his old age, still signing for $200 million. If you just see the breakdown of what CR7 signed for, you want to even grab your son here and take him to the soccer pitch every day and go to Dix and Olsen and buy him boosts. Look at let me just display this for you to see. Look on the screen here. Somebody at the age of 37 years old. In 1 year time, he signed for $200 million. So see the $200 million breakdown. In every month, 1 month, Ronaldo will be taking $16.6 million. In 1 day time, Ronaldo taking $548,000. 1 day. In 1 hour, the man taking $22,833. In 1 minute, Ronaldo making $380. Every second that pass, the man made $634. So imagine that. The thing we sit down here, we just check one, that 1 second. Your owner 1 second, that free. The man owner 1 second, that's $6.34. 1 minute. The man 1 minute. 1 minute. The thing why some people working 1 hour, they working $15 for 1 hour. The man making $380 just for 1 hour. So why you not encourage your child to play soccer? Or why you not encourage your children to play sports? So we have to encourage our children to play sports. Let's ask them for the God-given talent. Let's discover their talent. Let's discover what God placed into them. How you doing, Ma Annie Gibson? Thank you so much. So we have to encourage our children to play sports. Yeah, if you know the money soccer get, or if you know the money sports can give people, I just show you somebody who the whole world complaining about, say, oh, he's a retired now. He's supposed to go leave football, and he died. CR7. But everybody say the man finished. And in fact, the man put the God, all the nerves are gonna be causing here. We're talking about the people there. What Ronaldo just 1 hour in 1 hour time. Ronaldo taking $22,833 in 1 hour. The man take 22,000. What's some in 1 hour say you not even read $500? So why your child will not play soccer? Look at Tiger Woods just to take that golf and just knock that ball. Pop. So encourage your children to play sports. Roland Akwe is in the community. Sasama is in the community. They are volunteering their services. My dear brother Kali Fatika, Happy New Year to you, my dear brother. Thanks for joining the show. And thanks to everyone for joining the show, because I really wanted to have my motivational hour on Tuesday. I came here specifically to wish everybody New Year, and I wanted to speak more on biblical issues on Tuesday. I wanted to have some time with those who we consider as disadvantaged people and those who have lost hope. But unfortunately, on Tuesday when I came here, the system was not working well. The wiring wasn't right. The mixer wasn't bringing my voice up. And at the end of the day, when I tried connecting more, I had the echo in the background, and I couldn't work on the echo at the end of the day. It ended up the way it ended up. So, but now it's standing. I want to use this time to say a very big thank you to all of those who always join us. My dear brother, Ebony, hey man, what's up, my man? Thank you for joining us today again. I'm doing so very, very great. Very, very great. So, today, they have this issue that is going on in Liberia. If some of you that don't know about this, what is going on in Liberia right now, I want to just bring to your attention. Today in Liberia, the Liberian government, through the police, my dear brother Jeremiah Chie, what's up? What's up? What's up? Get ready, Jeremiah Chie. We're coming to start playing it. We're coming to start doing the indoor soccer. So Roland and somebody already working on that. So we're coming to start going indoor. So every Saturday, get your $10 ready, because we are about to start hitting that page again. You know, we got to keep ourselves healthy though. Look at some, oh yeah, what focus? Look at other day one of my picking coming from Liberia. My picking a whole hair all gray, or a beard get gray inside. Look at me and say, but bro, you get old. I see my picking, because at my age I stay exercising. That's the only thing you can shortcut. You can't shortcut exercise. So there's no exercise on by looking just going to God. The same way when you go into God, your faith will lead you there. That how exercise look like. No shortcut. You can even go to whatever place they will give you artificial or whatever way you design your body, but you will still have that weakness because you are not physically fit. And the beauty of exercise is it helps you mentally. So we are encouraging everybody, and I know my brother Jeremiah Chie will be on board this summer to have that Saturday workout with people in the community. And that workout basically on Saturday will not only be for meal, It will be for both female, older people, younger people, anybody who feels that they want to have those low basic 30 minutes cardio in the morning. That program will be just for at least 2 hours of programs. We have music playing. All you need to do, you need to buy your yoga mat, you get your skincare, you get your sneakers. We're not going to train anybody in jeans, trousers, because this is a free voluntary service to the community. The goal of this service is to keep our people healthy. Go to work, come from work, eat, watch TV, sleep. It's not life. To show how a person is worthy or to show how a person is successful is about how the person treats their body, how physically fit you are. Because if you are healthy mentally, if you are healthy physically, it means whatever money you have, you're going to enjoy it. If you are sick internally and you get all of the money, you still do not have nothing. So let's talk about what happened in Liberia because today's a breaking news. Because somebody sent me a message right now and say, "Hey, what's happening in Liberia? If you're not talking about it today, what's going on?" So today, my man DDA, if you have the time, can I send a link? You come on, let's talk about the arm issue in Liberia. You know what happened in Liberia today, and I just don't want to talk about it alone. I want to have law enforcement officers to also join the conversation. Mr. Ernest Madison, welcome, my dear brother. Ernest Madison, if you have the time, Jeremiah Chi, if you have the time, let's talk about what happened in Liberia today concerning huge consignment of ammunitions that were the police had an intel today, and according to the police information, that they were able to discover this amount of ammunition coming from the Freeport, and that's it. The police said they have. All right. So if you see on the screen here, that's the ammunitions and rounds and things that the police uh, were able to discover today. So the information reaching the today, they say the police seized at Freeport. The government launches manhunt, increased security investigation in so it was 450 assaulted rifles and ammunition at the Freeport of Monrovia. So you see, it was 450 pieces of these things that you see on the screen here. So and when we see these kind of things happening, it's a serious national concern because we don't know who bringing it in and why they are bringing it in. What are those reasons why people try to bring ammunition into the country? And today, for the police display, I have those videos here. I think I can play some of them if the need arises. Why people trying to bring those kind of weapon that the police displayed today during their press conference. I think I need to play the police press conference here because I think I'll just play the audio for Mr. Patrick Sidu, and so people can hear what Mr. Patrick Sidu. I don't want to play the video right now. Let me just play the audio. So the police had a manhunt today, and in the Broadway area later on today, the police also pulled a guy who had ammunition in his ceiling, and the police came up with the preliminary press conference today, and we are still hoping that the police will update us on more information coming from uh, from that part of the country. So those of you who following us today, we want to say thank you for joining Logan's Hour, and today is a very great day for Liberia and the Liberian National Police. Because we don't want to speculate, we don't want to jump the boat right now because there are there are there are a whole lot of speculations going around. And let me just play the police RG voice right now. RG Patricilu. So okay.
Well, let us show you the general public that the security network in Liberia is strong. We are doing everything to ensure that our people are safe, and we can reassure our people that come stay hiding somewhere in somebody's house, we are going after them. And our network is so strong.
There you have it. So Colonel Patrick slew today after they confiscated those huge amount of ammunitions, and that's the strong warning they are sending out now. They are already speculating that people maybe want to destabilize the upcoming election. But there are also people from the opposition who's also pointing fingers and thinking that the government too also trying to do this as a scare tactic to make the Liberian people to feel that if you remove George Weah, Liberia will not be safe, and everybody have their say in this all election that is coming up.
From
So that people, so you don't want to you don't want to speculate at this time, but I can rest assure you that the Liberian National Police they are doing their job, but with the level of investigation and the way information is just springing out from one point to another point. Today I was on my way home and I saw what's his name? Uh what's his name? What this guy name? Ticlo Maswell Grispe giving his own side of the story about correcting some individuals who he said that this guy is the person the police are actually talking about and why the police haven't displayed any name yet. So we know that a lot of things are going on behind the scene. So tell her again, Aseli. Sorry. Oh, my dear brother, Chukon Jackson. Happy New Year to you, my dear brother. Honorable Jan Volule. Thank you so much. So this time around, the ammunition is not coming from Butu. So yeah, your country is so safe now. Now nobody can say anything that the poor coming from Butu. Now the poor coming from Ray. The ammunition is coming from Ray Morovia. So it is serious. It is serious. Trust me. Because if people can start bringing in these kind of ammunitions where you can, I heard from the police spokesperson today when they were doing the display of these things, they show another gun. They said one of the gun that the gun actually can silence from distance. They had the other one that they say is a light distraction or whatever distraction gun. And we Liberians, we are not ready for these things because I remember in the 80s, I was a little boy, a baby, when I heard people were watching on television. They were showing Sister Berito, Brother Ike, and we thought it was fun. We young children and in the community, people laughing. Oh, you saw they said Sister Ike, Brother Berito. You know, see Brother Berito and some of people and oh, they thought it was funny. But 1989, when we heard Brother Ike talking himself, we said, the other brother, Ike here, may everybody get full. So, brother, Ike may all the power back. Sister Berita, may all the power back. So now, there's a very serious issues. So if the community, if the government, I'm not accusing the government. If the government decided to use this as a means to scare the opposition or to make the Liberian people to feel that if you bring opposition, this will not be safe for the country, then that's a wrong one. If the opposition, members of the opposition deciding to use this as a tactics to that will also be a wrong one. So we're not accusing any side today. But one thing today I can say, one of my dear brother that I respect so highly, Mr. Ibrahim Gossen Wenya, he's the station manager for Freedom FN. And I was surprised to see that Freedom FN had a whole story running and put on name of one individual who lived in Minnesota. And they said the individual had linked to that, and the individual is a partisan of the opposition, specifically Mr. Arizona Communist Party, and that never ought for well. And because the station that he represents, the station belongs to someone who worked for the National Security Agency, Mr. Sen Sanyo. So that undermines the investigation from another point of view, and which of course that was wrong. And later on, when the guy came on today on the spoon talk to debunk that the picture wasn't him, I saw they went back on the Freedom FN and removed the information, removed the picture, and I felt that was bad. That was bad, Mr. Will. I know you used to be a true friend. I used to like you, and I still like you. You're a very smart guy, and those kind of things from your station that you are the manager shouldn't be tolerated. I know your station supports the government, and you do everything to have the president reelected. But when we have issues that will undermine our government, undermine our country, and put our people in harm's way, we have to be very careful as to how we disseminate information, because we have a society that is very gullible. We have a very vulnerable population. Our young guys and our young girls, they are vulnerable. An angry man, a hungry man, is an angry man. The man don't have jobs. Then if you incite violence, it reach a certain point, he might just get involved and just display his anger in certain way that you yourself would not like. So we Liberians have to be careful, and we hope this Liberian National Police. Some of you who are following Jesus, I don't know if you're hearing the sound. If you're not hearing sound, please let me know if you're not hearing sound. It's sound, my dear brother Jeremiah. So let me just give you a little gist of the Liberian press, the Liberian National Police press conference today, and see if you can hear that. If you can hear that, let me know if you can hear this press conference. If you're hearing that, thank you.
Inspector General of Police. We call this press briefing to acquaint you with development as it relates to the security of the state. Before I go into the nitty-gritty of the actual purpose for which we are, before I would like to bring to your attention that we have charged 9 persons to court on yesterday, and their charges range from property theft, forgery, economic sabotage, criminal conspiracy, criminal facilitation, and bribery. These 9 persons, some of whom are employees of the FDA, some are business people, and we have one former police officer who is also involved. These people will go in the bushes, fell the trees, cut the logs, and use a bogus document in order to evade taxes, and we use those documents to shape the continual order Liberia with laws. So we have unearthed those some of those who are involved in the syndicate, and those who charge to court are Benjamin Lee. He's a Korean national. Dauda Sese is a former police officer. Isaac Reedy, Peter Bade, Daniel Tue, Prince Kwesi Wallace, Vani Marshall, Edwin K. Jala. I've talked to them, and
Really, people are so curious. Why didn't you deeper to know the rest of the materials within a container before going after people?
okay, that's a very good question. I think you saw something came up on Facebook relative the cash arm that was confiscated yesterday. So what happened? We were taking outside the bags. The container is in our possession. We had the container with us. So what we do? Shut the container down. Go after those who are involved before they sneak all of our borders. So we shut the container down. We went after people. We arrested them, and we did have a lead that took us to a building that we searched, and we confiscated additional arms from those buildings. So what we're going to do tomorrow, we're going to tear down the entire container bit by bit. The content of the container will be searched. Every box or everything that can open will be open on that container.
Thank you. So let's take you, and I hope that we can reduce the questions because we still have a lot of.
Some of these nominations are confiscated by the
Don't touch, please. Don't touch, do not touch any of us.
So like we told you, like the Inspector General told you, you must withdraw 2 years. to see this catch of arms and ammunition. So now, we turn over to the Inspector General of the
Take time.
Please cease the noise. Allow the journalists to come in.
What you are watching here is the ammunitions that were confiscated today by the Liberia National Police. I just want you to have a full jig. Some of you who never had the opportunity to see what's happening, and I'm going to play just the little area when they were displaying and explaining to you the kinds of weapon that the person took to Liberia, and the police are doing everything possible to see how well they can track those people who brought these things in because they came on a continuum and the continuum have tracking numbers and all the things that they can use to track who are those that brought these things in. So I just want you to have a clearer picture as to the police director explanation today and what was discovered today in Liberia. This is important for every one of us, because look at the kind of ammunition that came to the country and what the police were displaying and explaining each ammunition or arm, telling you that some of these ammunitions can silence people from distance, can zone people from distance, and it's describing the kind of ammunition that have been brought to the country. If possible, a political figure could be having a press conference and somebody saying from the top roof and just snap the person up. And you know, Liberia, our country is so small, we used to do kind of thing. And that other play there, what they used to foreign country, what they've been doing, they might bring it to our era. So let's listen to the police director as he explain more on these things. So that's why I wanted to give you a gist of what will happen. Thank you.
Thank you. You are welcome, sir.
Okay, like I said, yesterday in my conference room, I saw you that the confiscated a type of military firearms that the trained operative can use and destabilize our beloved country. And I'm sure we are not willing to go back to the dark days. So I will call Gagadu, I will call our technicians, Thomas and Gagadu. These are our technicians. They will drill you through to inform me as to what kind of weapon is on the table, and you can ask them any question, what the weapon can do, the firepower, and all of that. I mean, these are our experts to drill you through. We separated these arms because they are in different categories. So we didn't want to put them in their one batch. This is why you see them all separated. So they're going to drill you through. So Dakadu and Thomas, it's a magic drilling through.
Okay, so good evening. I'm Superintendent
Please,
I'm Superintendent Dakadu. I'm a member of the Emergency Response Unit and a fireman instructor. So as you said, these weapons that you see, once they land in the hands of the wrong guys, it can cause major damage. Major damage. So we begin from here. These are all assorted rounds, 45 rounds, 44 special delicate rounds.
When you say round, it means ammunition.
So you see this.
We are not a chat. I mean, we are not online. Please allow the online.
Don't touch, please. Don't touch.
So you see this? This is called hollow point. This round is very dangerous. It enters you. It almost behaves like you see how the mushroom is. It turns all your inner organs. It turns and damages everything. How powerful it is. So these ones are called 5.56 rounds. Most of you see the weapons that ER use, the M4, These are the rounds. They are also very dangerous. All of these rounds, they are very, very dangerous, and they have very high stopping power. That is, even if you are wearing bulletproof at a very close range, they take it off totally. We say they cut your light off. We can use that terminology sometimes, right? They cut it off. They are all very, very dangerous. This rifle is a Chinese-built rifle from China. We call it a shotgun. Break action, you break it, it takes 2 rounds at a time. This is a very dangerous rifle. You don't want to play around it. You see this one? What you have on top here? We call it scope. So you can also use it as a sniper rifle. You all know what sniper rifle is, right? We also use it as a sniper rifle. It is very, very dangerous.
And let me just tell you something. So when you say scope, if you hit the target, you bring the target at a very close range. So if you're just away, this one day, I can bring closer and hit my target. If I want to hit you in the chest of the mass, with this, I can hit you direct. I want to hit my scope and bring the target closer.
So you can use a building, you climb on the rooftop or LMP, you can use a building to hit somebody probably at the Capitol building or Broad Street, depending on the range of the weapon.
Okay, you see this our rifle? I need to tell you how powerful it is. So you see here, this equipment, this piece of equipment having is called flash suppressor. So you can use it in the night. It suppress the flash. That is, you don't want, once the gun is going to fire in the night, it goes with fire. So it reduces the explosion. So make it, as I said, make it sit on top of any tall building, and you will use it. You won't even know that someone is up there firing. You just see to tap it. They are all very dangerous or military grade weapons. So at this point, I will turn it over to Superintendent Seward. He will continue.
And another thing, before you come in. So this has this scope on the right, but also it's a night vision goggle scope, meaning that at night time, you still get a clear picture of your target.
And to talk about the 5.6 round that we were talking about, the maximum effective carry range for this round is almost like 300 meters, meaning 3 football field joined together. Yeah, for the round to be effective. To travel that distance and to destroy the person. It's a very powerful round. So when you go in the wrong user hand, you cause more problem with it. Honestly speaking. So we move here. We get another pistol called the .22 pistol. We use this for this round. It's almost like the American pistol for this round. It's a pistol. So for this, the maximum effective range for the pistol round is between 50 to 75 meters. We also have 30 caliber rounds that can destroy. If they want enters a vehicle and enter to the gas tank, it will build the whole vehicle up like a bomb. Boom. You hear that sound? Yes. It's very much destructive.
Just out of that, right? This weapon may go up to several meters, but in order for it to have a deadly impact to kill you, it's 300 meters. So it's a maximum effective range. It means at that range, it's still really deadly.
So that's why we have in our country.
But 300 meters, it can still put you down.
Just skip this now. And
Like for the one in the face, the other one pistol, what we call it .460.
I just want you to see what happened today in Liberia.
Power stopping power. It means if the person is moving towards you from the distance here, and they receive a shot, automatically they will cease all their action and will damage all the major organs in the body. It will tune it apart and just blow you off. So it's a very risky ammunition to play with.
Yeah, that. Those are some of the ammunitions that were discovered today in Liberia.
Therefore, this what Dagadi was talking about, you can also use it for sniper purpose. And again, a scope that our bossman talking about. this scope will draw you. You can even steady like almost 4 feet distant. You stand there, the man can be to the other end, and you can use the scope to draw you near. And whatsoever desire point you wish to hit you, when you squeeze that trigger, automatically it's going to hit you there. Yeah, how powerful it is.
And the to add on, the scope for this have a pointing or radar. Yeah. So okay, yeah. They have a pointing radar also. That when they point the gun, sometimes they show you see someone point the gun in a red, something come on you. Okay, they have this also.
So all of these things you're looking at, they are all scopes. Yeah, so this is the one with the laser. You seen it? No. So once they get on you, automatically you know that you're already off. Silence. You can see the movie, right? Yeah.
So I mean, so on the out of it. So when you say it's the pointer, right? If that pointer is zero to a weapon, it's mounted on a weapon. The reason why you see that you show it because it's not mounted on a weapon, but you should have mounted on a weapon like this. But this point here is there when it's zero to that weapon. Wherever it points is where it hit. When the person is a good shooter, when they apply the fundamental weapon marksmanship, and this is why you see the laser. So if you shoot up, but you understand marksmanship.
There you have it. There you have it. Liberia.
So the
Election, we gotta be very
arms
careful.
for this particular piece of equipment, this scope, is not among the cash of arms. Like you have ammunitions that are not among the cash of arms. So this is the reason why we say we are still investigating. Probably the arm still being like hidden. Probably it has not arrived.
We have
So
to
all of
be
these
very
stuff,
careful.
they are all military grade equipment.
There
There's
you
a
see.
scope that you can mount on a weapon. You can also use it in the night house or night vision stuff part of it. You can use it in the night as well. These are all binoculars.
All right, so we will not be playing all of the interviews here or the press conference. I just wanted people in the Liberian community who would never had the opportunity to see what's happening to this area. This is how 1989 started, and that throw a lot of people future behind. So just for those of you to have a clearer picture, those that brother have a clearer picture.
To actually draw my target, identify my target, to hit you. That's the answer. So it actually narrow down the target.
Then this is another AK and AK from Romania, and it's very powerful. Yes, for this you don't fire automatic. It fires single, so it can be used as a rifle for sniper purpose. You can use it. You can mark, as you can see, all the attachment. You can attach a scope that we just talked about. Even if you're hiding under the table and they pointed at you and the fire, it will penetrate this table and hit you. The penetration power for this is very, very high. So this and this, they are from the C group. And this is the magazine for you. And the magazine capacity is 30 rounds. Wow. 30 rounds. So the two you see that 60 rounds. And it is possible that you can put 30, another 30 and 90, you tie it with rubber. And then you can use the side when it goes empty, you take the other side, you use it, or you can finish with the 90 round. So it's very, very powerful. We move to the M4 round. This is M4. We call it Omega. This M4 is very, very powerful. It uses the 5.56 round. So it gets high penetration power. But all the rounds you see, a majority of the rounds, they are for military, for conventional war purpose. It's not just for joke. Silence. Yeah, it's not just for joke. So for this rifle, you can fire full automatic. Full automatic. It means that if you get 30 rounds in here, you just squeeze the trigger two or three times. Everything empty. You got to change it. Yes, for this. For this, yeah. So you get it's a rifle. Not for even law enforcement officer to use it. For the military. Because of full automatic. Because for us as law enforcement officers, we are there to protect life and property. So we use semi-automatic, meaning that we just want to stop you from carrying on your action. But for this, it will go full automatic and it will destroy so many people, so many bystanders.
Okay, so the weapons you see up on the side, they were brought in today. All right, we want to do the search at the individual house. Yes, that entire package also from what the bottle is up. Were brought in today, and these ones were brought in yesterday. So we have to separate it so that you can see it for yourself. Clear? So you will talk about this, the shotgun and the rounds as well.
Yeah. And this is the shotgun. The family name for it is most bread. And this
Yes, sir.
shotgun, it uses 2 rounds. The first I will talk about the pellets, the one the hunter can use, the one can spray. The one you can spray when you camp outside. Almost like what the can kill the animal. We call it the pellets, yeah. Group attention in like broad English. This is a slug. This is a dangerous one. So for this slug, you can use it for breaching purpose. Meaning that if you get panel door or iron door, you can stop the bullet from entering. You use it to breach a door. To breach a door, it means if the door is locked inside, where the kitchen is, we just show it there, and then boom, you shoot it up, and down the entire door will fall down. And if you shoot human being over here, it will throw the person almost 8 feet. It will turn you away 8 feet, that the body fly in the air. So it's very dangerous. This is pump action. Pump action meaning that you load the round into the magazine tube. The one that get a kind of magazine, you get a tube where you go almost like 5 or 6 or 7 rounds. Every time you shoot boom, you rack it. You shoot boom, you rack it. So it's very dangerous. So you can use it round for breaching purpose, and you can use it one for group attention. That is to get more people. Yeah, but for the round is very, very risky. You don't play with it.
So as we said, yeah. These ones are called handgun or revolver. It's a see in a carbon show, right? Yeah, but this one it has a higher grade. It's also dangerous. Okay, it's also dangerous. So as we said earlier,
There you have it. So that's the new Liberia for you right there. That's the new Liberia for you right there. People, the people have come up to tell you about what is unfolding since yesterday and today. They have been able to confiscate weapons from people that is suspect to be living in the US. That's the thing about the whole investigation today. Immediately when the investigation starts, the only thing I heard them saying, oh, they came from the US, they came from the US. But now you are displaying to us some Chinese weapon that came from the US. So to those of you following us tonight, I want to say thank you for joining the Logan Tower. And let's see here, we have some comments on it here. What my dear brother say here? Mr. Madison, the walking right. The question bear to ask is how was this merely possible for all of the heavy accelerated weapons to have passed through the ports of the US, where all of the sophisticated high-tech technologies grade, example, scanner, computerized software, to detect basically anything could have passed without detection. Anything could have passed without detection. This isn't a work of the opposition, perhaps has to be the working of the ruling establishment as it means to trepidation tactics for its citizens as the election approaches and to their blah 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 blah. Oh, my dear brother Jeremiah Chie, he said, these people are jokers. There's no way a Chinese weapon, there's no way a Chinese weapon will come from the US. It is a plot by the government to create pandemonium and blame the opposition. So every side now have something to say, the ruling position, the opposition, and the no position. But however, as it is, we want to say to our Liberian brothers and our Liberian sisters, with the kind of weapons that are coming up, we want you to be very careful because the last weapon that they got displayed He said you can stand beyond full football field and somebody can still take you down. And when they're taking you down, the weapon have a little silencer that people when they hear the sound when it pass through you, but they will not know who take you down. So we have to be very careful as we go through the elections process. So want to say welcome again to the Logan's Hour. We have been here for a little while. We're going to open the line to get few views from people who follow in the show. And when we come back, we will be taking our essay. Thank you. All right, so I have my brother DTA. I have my brother DTA right now. Uh, So I have my brother DTA on the line just now, so I'm about to call him back. DDA, I'm about to call you back right now. My brother DDA, my man want to show some light because I put I know about gun. Me, I don't know about gun too much of that. So DDA, sir, me call my brother and see. DDA, what's up? DDA. Sorry, sorry. I think I get you through. Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me? Hello. Can you hear me? DDA, hold on. I think I getting your problem here right now. Okay. Sorry. Let me call my Bluetooth up because the Bluetooth is connected to this set here right now. Okay. Let me just use the direct way the Bluetooth is connected. All right. Go ahead. I'll get you now. Blue. Two, three. Hold on, I brought no more yet. Oh. Hold on just a second. Let me get my brother DD. DD want to show some light on this. So let me get my brother to see what he say here. Alrighty. So hold on just a second. DD, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? DD, can you hear me? All right. Can you hear me now, right? All right, go ahead. I didn't want to make a contribution. Go ahead.
For having me again on this program. I want to first of all open by saying thanks to the joint security because it wasn't only the Liberian National Police alone, it was the entire joint security that held this operation
Mm-hmm.
to actually uncover these weapons at the free port of Monrovia. I listened to the IG press statement, but I have lots and lots of questions after his press statement.
Okay.
First of all, he said at the end of his statement that the weapons came from the United States of America,
Mm-hmm.
and their investigation and intel is saying that it came from a guy that lives in Texas.
Yes. Yes, you're right.
Now, if you actually look at that press statement and the various pictures that were shown to the public,
Mm-hmm.
as they say, it is a military grade weapons,
Yes.
majority of them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we might have other people that might not understand what is military grade weapons. shoot or to hold 30 round magazines.
Yes.
Those are sophisticated military grade weapons. Now, my question here is, but before I go to my question, sir, so before I can even go to my question, if you look at the pictures again, all the weapons that were shown to us today, they are all what? Assembled.
Yes. They are
all
all
of them
assembled.
assembled.
That's the thing about it.
All of them, assembled. There is no one package that open today that has pieces of parts of weapon. No.
That's a brilliant point.
All of them were assembled in the parts.
That's a brilliant point.
Now, there is an equipment used at the airport or at the seaport to actually detect mentors.
Yes.
And that equipment is called EPD for short. And EPD stands for explosive trace detection. And once you are shipping or you are traveling by air, there is no way, according to them, it's coming from the United States. There is no way those weapons will be assembled, packaged in a box, they show us, and pass through custom security without a detection. I got serious issue on that.
You are so right. Trust
Very
me.
serious.
You are so right.
As for me, based on my experience that I have, I find it difficult to actually believe that those weapons came from the United States and passed through every other places and landed at the free port of Morovia. I'm not a politician, but I believe that there are lots of politics in play here.
Yeah.
I'm sure in due course, after an in-depth investigation, if there will be any, I'm sure the Joint Security will actually ascertain the facts that those weapons were either planted at the free port or something else.
Yes. I want to you just brought that to my attention. Yes. If I'm shipping weapon from abroad, I will disassemble them. It will not be assembled.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And from a security standpoint, you just when you open a box and you telling all those weapons, military grade weapons, assembled well in the box. They were shipped, from here to our country, Liberia. Now, I also heard him saying that based on intel again, they were ahead to arrest some guys there from Broadview, and they went in the sling, and they just entered the person. According to him, that last night they got a warrant, a search warrant.
Yeah.
Was issued.
Yeah.
On a specific house in Broadview, and he dispatched his law enforcement team to go there actually do the search procedure.
Yeah.
I found that difficult to actually believe. I think there is a foul play somewhere, and from my own understanding, I'm not going to actually conclude the entire situation now, because according to them, they will arrest me. I'm sure that they will actually go ahead as to whether the weapon came from here or not. But I found it difficult to believe with all the technology the United States have at the airport, especially since 9/11.
Yeah.
And we all know that at the airport you have to take off your socks from all your phone. So there is no way, as for me, I believe 100% that there is no way that those guns came from the United States. So I just want to start there so
Yeah,
far.
so Jeremiah, let me
Now,
say, Didier, y'all hold on small because I got Mr. Chia. Mr. Chia, how are you today? Maybe Mr. Chia want to ask you a question before you leave. How are you, my dear
okay.
brother?
No, I don't. I
No.
just
Okay.
wanted to throw some light on what he said.
Okay, Mr. Chia said you don't have any question, you just want to throw some light. So it's okay, my brother. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Mr. Chia, welcome again to the Logan's Hour, man.
Thank you, and thanks to your viewers. First of all,
Okay.
Mr. Logan, I see this thing from a very wide perspective. One, a few weeks ago, like almost 3 or 4 weeks ago, we discussed this thing, the threat, the narrated by the chief of staff, that people
Yes.
were calling him concerning coup and this. This is
Yes.
this is a wide scheme. This is
Yes.
a big plot that the government concocted a long time ago, even while the president was away. That we will raise the alarm, we will make it seem as if there's a threat to national security when there's not. And we will blame it on the opposition. We'll create a timeline that coincides with the guys going back home to observe the holidays in December, and then
Yeah.
we'll make it. We'll unexpose them and also expose them to an event where they will say, "Oh, we arrested this or we arrested that." Like I said in my comment, and I agree with the other brother there. It was a whole ploy by them. Now, how can you arrest a Romanian weapon, a Chinese weapon, all in the name of coming from the United States? You cannot do that. United States don't take weapons from Eastern Europe. United States don't take weapons from East Asia. They supply people that go against these people. So if you say the weapons came from this place, it's just a ploy, an attempt by everybody who's watching and is in the pockets of the government. That's why you see when the journalists, the paid agents decide to go on the radio and publish their stuff when the truth came out, and truths are still coming up, they renege on their initial statement and they start to take down their posts and stuff because they know what they offer to the Liberian people is not fair, and they offer an opinion that creates chaos and tend to make people feel like the country is not safe. The country will be taken from Mr. Weah any way possible, but not by violence. It will be through the ballot box. So I don't know why they are saying. Listen to me. The description of those weapons that were found, all those weapons, is not strange to Liberia. They have those guns there. Number one, in the United States, Philip, the United States police or whatever paramilitary service, they don't use AK-47. Who brings AK to America? It's a Russian, it's a Kalashnikov, it's a Russian weapon. Who brings these things here? So how can they pass through the look, AK-50? Who takes Remington and go to fight war with it? All these guns are in Liberia. And now the tracking number for these things are there. If you track the container that was due that they purported to arrest the weapons in was already in Liberia. And that container, they track the container is due to be in Liberia February 2023. So you see the irony in the whole thing, because people check on these things. The number from the container, they put track it, and they found out that the container will be in Liberia on the 17th. So now this container already landed in Liberia, assuming that it landed earlier. So then it was packed. People stopped what they had inside, and then they turned around, went back, and unearthed the arrest. Then they called everybody, joint security. At the moment's notice, everybody was there to take stock of the weapons and all those things. Who brings a handcuff to coup d'etat? If there was a coup, who brings handcuff? What are you going to do with handcuff? Who you want handcuff in the process? So all these things, when people try to make the process look as if the country, because they have their own motives. And like I said, I'm predicating this upon the pronouncement by the chief of staff a few weeks ago, and now we're seeing the trend. From there, this investigation will go. It will become a dead end, because why? They don't know the description of the thing. The people, no serious law enforcement people will find cash a weapon and be excited, as if to say the thing will play somewhere, will come into it, will call. How can you, Even if you call press conference, you don't give details like that. If you spread all the thing on the table, get a market, get a chicken soup, you put all the thing on the ground, you on the table, you explaining about it. Then you try to instill fear and terror in the people that don't exist. And now because you will also go back because Mr. Cummings has been a target since his alignment with Honorable Koluba. And you remember a few months back, Honorable Koluba brought in those jackets, those bulletproof jackets, and he said for opposition protection. And then all the opposition protection people, at the end of the day, when the people don the jackets, it instill fear, but they forget to know that Mayor Koji and his guys have been training people in the Lofa belt, Sabu or Zebra unit, whatever they are. Those are their weapons. Those are their own things they brought to the people to tell the people, hey, your trial will know how to use it. So who's taking stock of those weapons now? They'll say with the police. But those are the same weapons they would take and give to the armed robbers to go and be robbing the people. Those are the same weapons they would take and give to people to cause havoc on the people in the country. There can be nothing. The small arm will take charge of those weapons for a moment, just to keep the records. So because they know the international body is watching. But now they will say we're keeping it in armory. We're keeping it in the police armory. They will be taking up, like you see Abraham Wynn, the guy who you alluded to.
Yeah.
He used to be a good journalist, but since getting involved with the government that much, it took away his authenticity. Because I mean, the fact that you will be working for a Samsung who owns a radio station, you will put up a story, you back the story, and other people, and you tend to point a finger right away. On the story, you point a finger straight to the opposition. How is that possible? The investigation is still ongoing. You blaming people in the US already. So how can we reconcile that? So I'll give a chance to the other panelists to throw some light.
All right, thank you
Mr.
so
Logan.
much, my dear brother Jeremiah. So we have Mr. Alvin Logan. Mr. Alvin Logan has joined us, and we have our dear brother DBA. DBA also here with us. So let's hear from Mr. Logan, then we'll go to DBA because DBA was already on the phone.
Yeah, guys, I'll be short before I leave. I think tonight you guys just, it's funny, to be honest.
Okay.
The way Liberian plays politics. It's kind of funny the way we play politics in the sense that we overlook some of the critical issues that affected the country, and we don't really pay attention to the security system in our country. I think we witnessed it prior.
Okay.
In Liberia, when Charles Taylor once said that a rebel group had just entered from Lofa County. And everybody said it was a lie. I can remember those days. Everybody said it was a lie. Everybody. It was just like that. And before we go look, I think I can remember because I still got some memories coming back. And then because I was in some of those places where you could see they were trying to make some journalists go to Lofa County and make them see what was happening. And they went in and came back. But that news was all on a cover. And we also saw that 1989, when the war started, let me say 89, 1990. When those things started, everybody said, oh, it's a lie. The government just try to play fun. Look, guys, let's wait for the investigation. We're seeing guns coming from Mexico into the United States. How it entered. We shouldn't be playing fun on this radio because we have our people in Liberia. If those guys penetrate with those guns and we don't really investigate thoroughly, it will affect somebody. Those guns are not there to play fun. They are there to take action. There will be some action if those guns hit the ground, if it was not being tracked and hits the ground in Liberia. Do you know what happened? A lot of chaos.
All right, but then we make a DBA point here because DBA and Jeremiah making a very salient point that when both of them came, it resonated with me. DBA is saying here that those guns that were confiscated today, they never came disassembled. The police arrested them all assembled from the port. And Jeremiah saying just a few days ago, the chief of staff said that he's been receiving calls from friends to overthrow the government. Then in no time, we start seeing coming in. So what's happening here?
Look,
man.
guys. The picture here is this.
Okay,
I
after
think you
having 2 minutes,
guys.
Derek, you should please carry for your 2 minutes, please.
All right. So let's look at this picture.
Mhm.
You guys are saying the chief of staff now is conniving with the executive branch to create some form of chaos in the public. That's how you guys insinuating right now. And I don't think Philip, I don't think that's something you should be embracing because that would make no sense to the Liberian public. One, because we don't want to we don't want to just put up any fear in our community right now. Two, those guns enter Liberia. How? It is going through investigation. Let's wait for the investigation. There will be some finding. No government, I can say again, no government, mostly Liberia, will play fun with such, knowing that the US government is always involved with our politics. At this point in time, the Liberian government will not even be silly to even cross that line. So I don't think we should play fun out of this, one. And two, we should stop playing politics. Yeah, I know some of you guys don't want George Weah, which is clear because you can hear it in your voice. But when it comes to the security, let all of us just watch and see and wait for the full investigation, and then we'll know exactly what transpired. But for now, we should start saying, oh, the government just trying to make this other days, and the government just trying to create fear among the people, election is coming. What government want to do that? If you create fear among your people in Liberia right now, do you think George will be praised for that in the international community? No, he will never be. And that's why he's running on peace. So how can he now instill peace, instill fear within the community? I don't think that will ever be. I don't think that's the image of George Weah, although I don't know him, but I know he represents Liberia and he's the country president. But with the whole gun issue, guys, you take a little break and stop pushing it if to say it is not serious or the government is doing it. Somebody is on this and the government will dig into it, and the US government will be involved as well. Watch and see that for the investigation. Arrest.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So
No, Didier. Okay, Didier, wait. I think that 3 other persons joined, so we have to let them touch on the issue. Then they can come back.
Okay.
Okay. Derek,
Hello?
go ahead.
All right. I'm going to speak in my own official and official capacity as a county commander who served the county over there, and I serve as chief of operation for the Liberian Immigration Services. We have arrested guns, but somebody said something about the displacement of the arm, like you said in Chicken Soup. You know, when you got irresponsible security personnel, you will do that. When there is an ongoing investigation, you don't displace the weapon, because now what you're doing, you are deterring those people who know now that, oh shoot, they got the other one, and they show they got evidence. So what they needed to do, those security personnel needed to keep those weapons and announce that there's an ongoing investigation because there was a weapon found, and then it will be a need to know or need to see who would say there's evidence we can see it to continue the investigation, because I kid you not, those are not the only arms in Liberia.
Right.
Those are not the only guns right now found in Liberia. And like I was saying, those things are not something we take lightly. I sent in 13 pages of report to my bureau when I was the Grand General County Commander that our forests were being invaded by Burkina B. That nobody knew about them, but in Burkina B, I went there with 10 armed men and found out that these Burkina B over 100 people, and these people got more guns than us. But the only thing was they were dealing with single barrel guns. So it was okay at the time. We took the guns from them and told them they got to come to Grand General to report it. That case went and reached the president desk, and it was finally handled in a way that we did that. But finding gun in barrels, I've been on an operation with AFL, police, NSA, and we found weapons before that was shipped, but it was not AK-47. It was not automatic rifle. It was Desert Eagles. It was police issue pistols. So people would dismantle them and put them in different parts of a barrel. And guess what? Our NSA officers are up here in America. They will send the information down to Liberia and say, hey, there's so container coming. We got 2 barrels in there with so number on it. You should check on it. They are armed piece. And we'll get sometimes we'll find the piece, but we'll not find the other piece because the people will not ship it at the same time. So it comes in different pieces of barrel. And those kind of weapons,
it's not so security alarming because most American people who ship this weapon is for their protection because in Liberia we all know 911 system is not working there. But to have the kind of assault rifles and display it just before election, I don't think the government, the security, not the government, the security who did that, they are responsible. Number one, where is our NSA officer standing over that gun? Number two, we don't have BFA anymore, but we have destination inspection. Okay, so no matter what you send, BFA is not there no more. When it reaches to that destination, they inspect those continues. And there is always a custom agent standing to the unloading of continues. Okay? So we will know that, oh, we unload so continue at so location at so time by agent Alvin, who was standing there. Agent Alvin, what did you see that was taken from that continue? And he will get all the report of every single item taken from that continue. So nobody can tell me, say, oh, the arm came from America and we didn't know about it, all for the assembly. Wrong on the security part. Two, we have to just take this thing seriously, I've been saying, because I kid you not, those are not the only arms right now in Liberia. And we have to be serious about it.
Okay.
This is not about politics. It's not about politics for me. It's very serious.
Thank you, Derek. Mr. Akwe, try to throw light.
Yeah. Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, as Didier and Jeremiah said, this issue is not politics. You guys are looking at politics. I understand that you guys don't like the president or what have you. But this is avoiding the state. This is avoiding national security. Do you guys really think that in your mind, the police director will go on national radio and say that I'm come from the United States of America and be joking with that kind of an issue?
You
That's not
accusing
something you joke
America
with.
of smoking arms in modern time.
In this time, for the police director to go and make that statement, and you guys sit here and say that the government planned the weapon to the Freeport and compensated their own weapon and just want to accuse the opposition. This is not about opposition. We got people in our country that when anything happens at the end of the day, our people will suffer. The thing that we sitting out here and we were looking, that's the same way how 1990 started. By the same discussion like this, these are long-range weapons. These weapons can be used to assassinate the president at any time. That's something that we both know. So why would the government bring weapons in the country and try to put America into it, knowing the fact that America is not a country to joke with? So we can't sit here and start blaming these things on the people. When the weapon came in the country, the government got the weapon and going through investigation. We have to let the government do that investigation, but we cannot blame the government for this.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Vulula, what's your point?
Yes, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. And before I go on, can we please mute? Because when we're talking, we can hear the echo. If you're not talking, can you please mute yourself? For me, I did criminal justice. I had a bachelor degree in criminal justice administration. From my own little understanding of investigation, the security apparatus in Liberia, they are not handling their investigation of this issue diligently. For them to just come up and display names, all those things, they were too quick to do that. They should have kept it to themselves and do the proper investigation to come up with an authentic finding, before coming up with names and stuff. To tell the public that they arrested XY, Z of armed ammunition in the country, but for them to just display names, it was too quick for them to just come up with that. And for the director of small arms to come up and start, pointing fingers early, they should have been in collaboration with the investigation and come up with one finding instead of, I think Mr. Mr. Logan, you are HR, you know about little investigation. When you are investigating people, you call them for questioning. You can tell them that, don't tell anybody of this investigation until we come up with our finding. These things, they got, and the director of police in our country, he was a police officer here from my own understanding in the United States here. You should know more about investigation. You should know all those little things that could cause damage to a community.
No, you're talking about the chief of operation for the police.
The inspector general, right? The inspector general, right?
No, the third person he commanded. Yeah, the third person, 102.
The third, 102 was a police officer here. So the 101 was not police officer here. He didn't say, okay. Well, he's a police director. He should know all those little investigations. You shouldn't just come up with public, a statement that will undermine the investigation of a serious issue like that. They should know all those things. But for us to politicize this whole ammunition thing, does not do that. These are the things that cause some of us to be in our country. Do not politicize this thing. That will wait for the government to come up with a planning. Don't come up with any statement.
Yeah, internet. I think your internet is about tripping though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Chia, go ahead. Okay. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mr. Chia.
I don't understand. I don't understand when people think that we try to politicize the issue when it comes to our country's security. We are trying to view issues on national security is different from the way you see things here. I'm surprised that CEO Logan would say arms do coming from Mexico to the US.
Well, you're not lying.
It's the other way around. It's false. That doesn't happen. Work the length and breadth of Liberia, the 38,000 square miles for 12 unbroken years.
Wait.
And
Are
I've
you saying,
seen
wait,
all-
cheer.
No.
Wait, hold
You
on.
have to get him any time. No, you have to get him any time.
No, listen.
Yeah, you were talking to me, interrupt. Just get him any time.
Interrupt.
No, the man called my name though. The man called, I didn't call his name. No, he
Yeah,
called
I
my
call
name
your name.
directly.
No, but
So-
still, no, you have to wait.
No, but
Just
if
get
the
him any
man called my
time.
name directly, then I had to interject. All right, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Sir,
Yeah.
What happened to your audio?
It's got
From the military-
a little bit.
Jeremiah, your internet is fine.
the surveillance branch, the field officers branch. Yeah.
Well, I put him in today one time, man. Master that gave him trouble.
No.
All right.
Hello, you
Can
hear
I
me?
jump in, please?
Hello?
Yeah, it's snowing outside a little bit, so when it get cold, the internet be trippy. If you on Wi-Fi,
But y'all
turn your
hearing me?
Wi-Fi off and use your phone.
Yeah, we are hearing you.
Yeah, now we
Okay,
hearing
let
you.
somebody
You're
be
coming
talking. I will come back.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Let me say something to
Yeah,
that.
so no, Mama, just hold on, but they tell like one by one. You are talking a lot.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so for me, right, as I said previously when I called, it is an incomplete investigation, and I don't see why the Inspector General is pointing fingers to the United States, especially when the investigation is not yet completed. According to him, he said there were arrests made. We agree. Now, another comment said he gave reference to Mexico. There are weapons coming from Mexico to the United States. Mexico and the United States share borders, right? They share borders. We are talking about Liberia. That is million miles away from the United States. That before you even come to the United States, you have to pass through series of security procedures. Series of security procedures.
I will say over and over again. Even the night vision, if you look at the pictures that were displayed today by the Liberian National Police,
Mhm.
even the night vision were mounted on the weapon.
Yeah.
Imagine. So it means it was fully assembled. No excuse. There is, in my own thinking, with all these computerized stuff at the various airports and seaports in the United States, I find it difficult to believe that all of those weapons just pass easily through everything and just land at a Freeport or Morrieville. Now, I want to go back to the security issue of Comrade Jeremiah raised about our country in Liberia. If you see now, we've got a series of security issues, and now it's just strengthening. There are mysterious deaths in our country.
Mhm.
Of recent, in the airfield barracks, in the Edward Bian Kennedy barracks,
Yep.
there was a 50-year-old that was murdered in a barracks, and up to now, as for me, I have not seen any full report from the police. As for me, I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. I have not. There are other deaths that have occurred in our country, and yet there is no hey, no thing in our Liberian language. After that, our chief of staff went on public radio and said people calling him and telling him how to take over the country. Right after he said that, it has not even been, I don't know, I said to be correct, it has not even been 2 months. Now we are seeing guns, according to them, arriving from the great United States to the Freeport or Morovia. That is a serious security implication as we go ahead to our elections. In conclusion, I want to say, from my experience, I'm also a graduate. I got BA in criminal justice. From my experience in the army, the LMP cannot answer the 5W and 1H in this situation. They cannot. They have not. And once you have not answered that question in criminal investigation, there is no way that you can say my conclusion is the gun came from America from one guy he living in Texas. Like seriously? Are we joking? That is a complete joke. But again, as I said when I last appeared on the show,
Mhm.
our country is not serious at all. If we were actually serious in our country, by now, from what the chief of staff said on radio, we should have heard something about investigation. Nothing. We've not heard. We are not hearing anything. So again, uh, we are not politicizing the situation. We are just also concerned that our families, our relatives in Liberia, and we are moving, we are already in election year. We got less than 9 months to election. The government need to do more so that our people can be safe. Again, the LMP has not answered the 5W and 1H on this case. They have no right to shift blame or to point fingers to the United States. I rest for that.
Okay, so we will stick to the 2 minutes because we have more. We have Raji, we have Jan Bulula, he by the audio. We have Jeremiah Sele. He will join us too by way of audio. So we're going to have him. Let's get your 2 minutes. Then we'll come to Raji to get his 2 minutes.
All
Then we'll
right.
come to Derek.
All right. Start keeping track.
Yeah, we're gonna
For,
Comrade Abby,
for
let's say
yeah.
go on Mexico.
I
You
keep
see
it
the
out of
man taking to my time with it. Man
Oh,
taking to my time. So remember, my 2 minutes hasn't started.
yeah,
All right.
I keep it out of 2 minutes now.
All right. So first, that come back to the illegal weapon. There is something called illegal weapon.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter where it comes from. It is called illegal weapon. An illegal weapon can penetrate from anywhere, any location, any destinations. That's why it is called illegal. It is not legal. The weapon that comes from Mexico on an everyday basis, they are all illegal guns. They are not legal. They cross on a railroad, they cross on what a ton of those guys digs to come through. They cross the border illegally, comes in different trucks and whatsoever. They are all illegal. So what made you think similar thing cannot happen to come to Liberia as well? It happens all the times. So we cannot say such thing cannot happen. My thing is, we need to wait for the investigation because no government in its sensible mind will know that USA is involved, mostly Liberia, know that the USA is involved with almost everything we do. With the US embassy sitting right in Liberia, very active. Every now and then they on what the boy names show, okay, Evan, to sit there and say guns came from USA. Do you know what I mean? Who would be that dumb? Yeah, the investigation, the police may be silly in the investigation. There may be certain, maybe they came out too early, but they have done some investigation to have them come up with that tough process. Something must be there. They may have communicated. Who knows what they have communicated either with those guys in the United States somehow to get some with the Interpol, whatever joint security they have. Who knows? But they are doing their investigation. I will give them a chance to do it before I say, hey, this is not legal. This is something that they are playing fun with. Oh, I've been a security person. Oh, I went to criminal justice school. Me, I didn't go to no criminal justice school. I know nothing about guns. So I never hold gun before the trial gun. The only thing I got my thing in America called my permit to hold my gun. So America are free to carry my gun. I never even tried going to America. I was too scared to hold gun at that point in time. So America, I can carry my gun because I got my permit. I can even expose it because in and you can expose it, but not anytime to expose it, yeah, when the time reaches, we'll do that.
Expose it, let's see.
Nah.
Don't do it.
I can only show you my permit, my pin card.
Yeah.
So then you say, all right, I got a legal right to carry it.
Lifetime permit to carry.
All right, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. And so Raji, let's go to you. Your 2 minutes start.
All right. Thanks to Philip for inviting me to come on. Thanks to my brothers for partaking to always be part of the program. Let me just jump into it before the Philip may come a 2 minute or quick way.
Yeah, you're running.
The thing is, there are so many possibilities. There are so many possibilities. There are so many possibilities. Like my brother said, Didier. He asked a couple of questions and like there are so many. Derek said it. There are a couple of times they have arrested small arms, but we all live in Indiana. And you guys are saying that AK can come from America. We live in Indiana. We shouldn't behave as if we don't live in Indiana. Except you haven't gone a couple of places. For me, I've gone a couple of places. I've seen
Wabi again.
Why you calling me 2 minutes off?
Wabi again.
There's 2 minutes still going on it.
So, like I said, I don't know about you guys. But I've gone a couple of places and I've seen AKs upon AKs, a lot of them. So we shouldn't be on the radio saying that AK can come from America. We're joking.
No, the man.
Like I said, I don't know about you guys.
AK and have significant weapons to want to ship to Liberia. AK, look at that. Somebody good way slip on it right now.
No, but the funny thing about it, we shouldn't say AK is not something that we're supposed to be shipping to Liberia, because if you look at things, AK is one of the cheapest gun on the market.
Bingo.
Yeah.
AK is one of the cheapest gun on the market.
Yes.
So we can say AK is not something that can be shipped to Liberia. Or my only problem when it comes to the investigation, like I said, I'll wait in the comment section. I say I will wait until I can see that the government can come with a final findings. Okay. The government can come with a final findings because Jeremiah is saying that, like he said, I think that they say, or what's the guy name? Kochi is training people. I don't know if that's factual. So let's wait. We shouldn't speculate. We shouldn't rush to pass judgment on the government right now. Let's wait. But when it comes to shipping guns to Liberia, trust me, I have seen. I'm not telling you they say. I have seen things being
So your 2
things
minutes.
been disassembled and sent to Liberia. So we shouldn't come around here and all Liberia like some special country and that things can just go in Liberia and enter like that. No.
Okay, thank you so much.
We shouldn't do that.
Mr. Samuels, we will come back to you, and I think you try to verify him because he said those weapons were assembled. So the easier way to send it is to disassemble them. Then they will just go through as just regular iron. They will not go through as weapons.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
The police arrested them, assembled. Everything ready. You can take it from the back. Just start shooting.
Just start firing.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's why I'm Derek. Before you come in, that's why I'm waiting for the government final conclusion of the investigation. I'm waiting for the government final conclusion for the investigation because they will have to explain if that's how the gun was received.
Okay.
They will have to explain if that's how they received the guns.
So do you trust
it was disassembled and they assembled it?
So do you think? Yes, they said they got it like that. I listened to the press conference. All right, so let's go to Derek. We'll come back to you. Make your last clarity. Go ahead, Derek.
They met 2 minutes over.
Yeah, they met 2 minutes over. Camera, not lie here.
Okay.
Welcome, our brother Jeremiah Silly. Welcome to the Logan.
Yeah,
stay in the background, right?
I told Yan to leave Walmart plan, but he refused.
Jeremiah, your phone. I think you muted. Yeah, you are muted.
Okay. Here's the thing. I want to address a couple of things here real quick.
Go ahead, Derek.
First thing, my brother in the far corner. I can't say your name.
Your 2 minutes start. Who? G-Raji?
G-Raji. Okay. Here's what I want you to know here. We say in the most advanced country in the world when it comes to security. But this few days, Texas base, there was a death on the base in Texas. Somebody got killed and they are literally still looking for the body. One. Okay. Two, there's people being killed everywhere around America, and most times we don't find who do it. We know that death goes on in Liberia. We know that somebody died on AFL base. Those are not relevant things to hold against and say it's an irresponsible thing. Because you live in a country that you yourself see every day, they say so person missing, so person got killed. Right here in America, though, not different place, right here in America. So if you want to hold the government onto that and say they are not responsible government or this and that, that's a poor politics. I just want to address that. Secondly, let me come back to where I'm specializing. All of you guys come here saying this. I like I've saying I got no degree in criminal justice. I got associate in law enforcement, bachelor in criminal justice administration. I'm working on my master's in criminal justice administration. But here's the thing about all of that. It's irrelevant when you don't know the fact about Liberia. One, Liberia got over 385 borders, which is entry points from Guinea, Sierra Leone, and Ivory Coast. And the Atlantic Ocean that we now using, immigration got a boat, but we better work. Okay, we got our navy that normally sometimes travel and don't travel. But those entry points that Liberia got, you know how many it's counted for? I think 25. That's why we got immigration officers. And as I have served as Lofa County Commander, I have served as Nima County Commander, I have served as Grand Gila County Commander. So when I'm telling you how many bowlers are counted for, that's what I'm telling you, less than 25. So that means that's saying anybody can bring that gun, drop it into Guinea or Sierra Leone or Ivory Coast, and can be transported into Liberia. That's what Avi is trying to say, that, oh, hey, guns can come from Mexico to America. Yes, you thinking that because America is far, that the guns can have to fly over there. Let me kill that other theory for you. Two, about the other theory being killed. Now, B5 is no longer operating. They got destination inspection. So let's say, for example, you shipping your guns. It got to reach to the area before it can be inspected. So all the things you will send, it will not be inspected in America. It will say they call it destination inspection. So it have to reach to Liberia. And guess what? You think that the technology, with the technology that America got, you think that they're going to scan or continue and say, oh, they're going to see gun. They're checking for explosive. You know what kind of explosive they're talking about? Bomb. Those kind of small AK rounds.
Derek, we're going to come back to you. Then you.
Excuse me. Let me.
See,
okay.
finish on find here politicians to put up.
I want Derek. I want Derek.
Derek time finish.
Yeah, Derek time finish. So Jeremiah,
so y'all can kill me.
Jeremiah cheer 2 minutes starts now. For Jeremiah cheer, we'll go to Jeremiah select. Then we can do Yam for his 2 minutes. Go ahead, Jeremiah.
Listen, Derek has a point. Derek has a good point, but he's speaking from the lenses of immigration, to be precise.
Exactly.
And you see law enforcement, it has several tentacles. And all those places,
we work as a joint security.
3 counties.
We work as a joint security.
And in those 3 counties, in Liberia, they're supposed to be some of the biggest counties. And number 2, we who speaking today, we're speaking from experience because we commanded all of these counties as head, overall head, sitting there doing everything. So we know what we're talking when it comes to insurrection, when it comes to false allegation, when it comes to people trying to beckon on people's names to spew gibberish to the public. So I don't want people to be talking simply because we are on this side. It doesn't make us a better people. The people down there are the ones going through it for now. They will not go through it forever. But the reality on the ground is that these things are trump up charges. These things are trump up things. You will find out that at the end of the whole investigation, they will blame one individual for all that consignment and want to blame him, say that one person can fight war. How is that possible? These things are meant to destroy the opposition. I'm not speaking specifically to a specific opposition, but these things are government tactics. We've seen these things from way back, from back in the 80s all the way. They will bring allegations against things on people. Before you know it, people get scared and people run away. It always happens. So I don't know. You're talking about arms leaving from the U.S. to go to these things are done through bilateral arrangements. No single individual will pack a container. Like for instance, Jay pack a container and put it inside and carry it. It's not possible. It's not possible.
It happened. You say that it cannot be checked here. It happened. It happened. It cannot be checked in America. It cannot be checked in America. It's not true. That's not true. That is not true. That is not true. That is not true.
Yeah, please get a chance to enjoy his meaning.
I have 1 minute 50 seconds remaining.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
And so when people carrying a private,
no, they make 30 seconds, Philip.
Yeah, the man take 30 seconds to go. Go ahead, Jeremiah.
Oh no, you don't do that to me. They don't do that to me. It's very dangerous.
Jeremiah, want to.
Go ahead, Jeremiah.
But the issue here,
everybody gets start watch now. Philip, everybody gets start watch. So you go about 2 minutes watching you. Let me tell you
now. So I don't know why the people try to make it seem like people against the regime. Nobody against the regime. The regime against itself. These people are not doing anything for the people back home. These people are causing chaos. The auditors died 2020. All the mysterious deaths going on. Your president told you say you need CCTV to mind yourself. Now nobody discovered how that weapon was found. They just blew the alarm. All of a sudden, every top minister or everybody was at the point to see those small weapons on display. These things, if you bring it in a bucket, that thing in a bucket it cannot bring. Yeah. Even when Taylor say what were coming from Lofa, these were not the display. These were not the display of weaponry. We know when things come in, and we know when things are being said just to confuse people. These particular weapons that were found were placed, is stage managed, and we will get to the bottom of it because we know that no weapon came from America to cause any chaos. America provide financial support, technical support. They go and train us there. They don't go and just give to individual and say go down there. Even the police and the air, the weapons they're using, even when back in the days when we used weapons in our country, they were all licensed, everything marked, and they give it to you, and you are accountable for it. You will not take one weapon and put it in bars. These people went and bought their guinea pistol and small mountain, they took it from all around the place. They put it in bars. They say they put it on somebody here. They put it to another girl address plus her name and her number. So sedition. Can you see? Draw.
Okay, Jeremiah, 2 minutes.
I'll be there talking because Abby is a sedition.
Let's go to Jeremiah Saleh. My dear brother Jeremiah Saleh, I think you are muted. Jeremiah Saleh, you are muted. Unmute yourself, brother.
If you mute, I would see your minutes on. Abby, you are sedition?
Jeremiah Saleh, unmute yourself, bro.
Abby, you are sedition?
I'm accusing Jeremiah
Saleh.
My man,
Jeremiah Saleh, not your good internet. No, I want to come in before you.
No, you finish speaking, my brother. You finish speaking.
Okay.
You spoke as well.
Okay, Jan, come in. When Jeremiah Saleh come back, then we will have
But why y'all bring
Okay,
politicians to talk security matter? Why y'all bring
I'm telling you,
Y'all
I don't even understand that.
Then opinion
Come
and
on,
you
I
set.
don't
respect
even
them
understand
now.
that.
Come on, set. So to be on the street.
Degree.
Now, I don't even
You know,
understand
when you
why
need some
y'all
We
neutral
don't need
will
poli- we
process,
don't need
you need some
politician here.
neutral process and common
Degree.
sense.
I
We
guess
don't
Jeremiah,
need politician here,
degree.
honestly.
I'm working.
Jeremiah, go ahead, Jeremiah. Unmute yourself, bro. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Silly.
Hello, guys. How you guys doing?
We are doing great, my dear brother.
It's a privilege to be on the show today. I was monitoring the Discord, and I don't think you need to have a degree in criminology or criminal justice to use a common sense approach. I, I agree significantly with those that said the government is not being professional, and as them like that, on this ethical aptitude is one of the things that give the now. If you during this time of elections, this is one of the most critical moments in our country history when it comes to elections. When you discover arms, ammunitions, and weapons, it is wishes to investigate because definitely I'm not a security apparatus, but I think the best thing to do is to investigate and see how those arms were transported to the country. Now, my brother Jeremiah just says a small arm, but you don't know how many of those smaller arms been exported over the years. And maybe nowadays the time
I
it
know
got
about it.
discovered. So, despite being a small arm, even if it's two arms, the government never should have made that public because all media outlets are carrying that information that arms were confiscated. And one thing you don't want to give the public is bias analysis or confrontations that going to be accepted. That either is the government trying to play politics, and then maybe over the period of time you find out that it's not the government trying to play politics. Then the harm has already been caused. So the government in itself was not professional to displace these ammunitions. They should have done their investigations to put to the public the rightful information because now all of the information we are running with, they are all chicaneries. We are all making assumptions of what's going on. But what you should also understand, like Prince had this propensity as well of always trying to play politics out of everything.
Yeah.
It could have been a political strategy for the government to say, look, this opposition don't mean well for you. Since they can defeat us to the ballot, there is the way they're trying to go about. Let me give you an example. If you remember the demonstration, the protest that happened in Liberia and
It's June 6th.
the June
Oh,
6th
okay.
protest, they said Yeke Koduba had arms. It was in his car. He denied that. What happened to the kids? There's a certain lawmaker that said he didn't have arms. The government didn't come to you and say we found Yeke Koduba guilty. So the government may probably be in the habit of trying to put fear in their own citizens. This is an African government. You don't have to be a citizen or love we are or not. But it's possible that we have people within the government that can do these things, that has the ability to do these things. So, by the government raising alarm without doing proper investigations and getting funding, it should also tell you that the government is also playing politics out of the lives of the Liberian people.
There you go.
Because if they're not playing politics, they will be running after the perpetrator. It's a common approach analysis. You don't know how to do criminologies or you know how to do criminal justice. Why will you put an information out there that will cause assumption that will not have a direct approach? Because Philip, I can sit down here and say the government is playing politics. How can the government debunk my ideology when they themselves have made mistakes in their own investigations?
Yep.
Now, this issue of government What you gotta understand is, apart from government, when people lack sophistication, what they do, they play blame games. There's a government that is going unpopular into the elections. After failing like Bremco for 5 years, what do you expect? You expect these kind of tactics to come on. So, my contribution to the show is a common mere analysis I'm doing. Like, look, the government is not being factual here because of the approach they use, during the process to come up with this kind of analysis or displayment. Like, everything is displayed. KMTV carrying it, Spoon carrying it, every atlas carrying it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Fill it at 8 minutes, Jeremiah, again.
No, Jeremiah,
Yeah, so
you don't get 4 minutes because you know he been with it for too long.
yeah, so anyway, go ahead.
You announced that Jeremiah
Jeremiah been for almost 5 minutes. I've been watching it.
Yeah, I've been waiting. I will lose my thoughts.
Yeah, you gotta roll on after Jeremiah.
After Jeremiah,
Jeremiah trying to talk politics. Jeremiah talking politics now. The actual common sense practice is over. The politics is going into. So that's over.
It's my turn. It's my turn.
Nothing called common sense when it comes to security.
It's my turn, Philip.
But Logan, you go hard down on the show.
Okay, to conclude.
Okay, go ahead.
To conclude.
Yeah.
We cannot say it's the government or it's the opposition.
True.
But what we can say is that the government is not professional in the process. They have not been professional to like people. So for now, they're going to take the blame until they can be professional or do the right thing. Thank you. I'm still monitoring. I will still contribute.
All right.
I think my time with it. I'm at 30 seconds to go. Oh, okay.
No.
All right, let me say.
Okay, after you. You don't talk too much.
You taking my time. Let me say this. All right. From the press conference today, I think we should listen to the press conference critically. The police director didn't say American government sent arm. The police director said there was an arm in a container that came from America. You see that? The police director said based on the container that came from America, this particular barrel that they found this ammunition in, this individual name was on it. So yeah, that do some critical analysis here on this whole press conference issue. So I don't think the police director was wrong for putting that information out. This is a source of which this container, the ammunition was seized. It came from America. The container came from America. Based on the container that came from America, the barrel that was in that container or whatever or goods that were in that container, we opened one of the bars and we found out that these things were in the bars. And whenever you share things in Africa, your name can be on it, right? Your name is on it. So based on whatever they open, the name that was on that stuff, that's how they connected it to the individual in Texas. So that get it clear. The police director did say America sent ammunition to Liberia.
Okay.
Yes. So that get that clear.
Okay.
Yes.
So
you still got 30 seconds. Go ahead.
I'm finished.
No, I'm finished here. So you're not being very critical in looking at this thing. This thing is not a play to us for us to think, for us to just politicize it and blame it on government. These are professionals that gave them the benefit of the doubt. We know they had some credibility issue, but that gave them the benefit of the doubt to do their job. When they come up with a finding, then we can now come up to say whatever we want to say to that. But get that clear. Police director said the container came from America. Based on the container that came from America, the bars that were in there, we open one of the bars, we found S, Y, and Z in the bar.
No, it's my time, Jeremiah. No, Jeremiah, hold on.
So if you're for example, if you're a drug dealer and you are sending drug somewhere, will you put your address on it? You address it to you with your name and everything? Sonny,
No,
you
no,
Everybody
know
ain't get the same. Everybody ain't get the sense of that. Everybody ain't get the sense of that. But you see that, Jeremiah, everybody don't have that sense. Criminal made mistake. And when they take for them to get caught, that's how they made mistake.
I'm the ammunition they're going to Liberia from here. You don't doubt that. I'm telling you, let me story. There are people that carry ammunition to Liberia every day. They are not.
no.
All right.
No
Okay.
proof.
I'm
All right.
Right?
People put in barrel. They write that people in barrel. You know,
No proof.
Yeah, la bata, yeah. Bata.
Yeah, finish. 1 minute.
No, it's my time. I said about 2 minutes.
But then finish.
Yes.
Finish. Got a key track. Got a key track now.
Yeah, I got
So,
it. I got it. Sorry.
yes, Jan, they actually said he referenced somebody from Texas. He spoke about the person's name and he said the person from Texas. So I just want to clear that first.
Yeah.
The next part I want to actually clear is 102 Melvin Sako. Sir, he did serve in the LMP here. I mean, in the police here. He served in the Marine. He and I trained together in 2012 at Fort Lee, Virginia. When I was in the Army, he was in the Marine. Prior to his deployment to Iraq, we trained together. Now, I see some of our comrades on the panelists want to trash our education that is relevant to this discussion. We are discussing security issue that has to do with somebody that has security background and education in that aspect.
You can't throw it away.
At the press conference today, I come in. No. You see? Stop. You see?
Go ahead.
Derek said,
Finish. We'll come in.
Go ahead,
according to Derek,
Rashid,
he said,
man, you can't when I'm at you everywhere, my man.
I'm still being interrupted. Okay. Exactly. According to Derek, he said if you get associate degree criminal justice, you get master of BSc, it's not relevant. That's what he said. We are still on record here.
Yes.
I want to actually go ahead to say I disagree with that statement. At the press conference today, you did not see Samuel Tuwe there. He has no experience in that. That's Samuel Tuwe there. You want to come on the show to come trash. If you get criminal justice experience, it is not relevant. It is relevant to this discussion. It is very relevant indeed. And then I'm coming. Okay, yeah, raise your point. I'll go to my last point.
We are discussing.
Now, 2 minutes. No,
you're not eating that. You're not eating that.
So who can I interject? Okay, no, but my time will finish.
No, my time finish.
All right, after the 2 minutes, my time. All right, go ahead. I'm listening.
And lastly today, if you watch the press conference, at the end of the day, it was just chaos. Everybody explaining. 102 explain. Everybody explaining. Oh, the lot you can spy on it like that. Oh, the lot you can look at his spy and shoot from 300 range. All of them didn't even have glove on their hand to touch the evidence. In criminal justice, that is evidence. You dealing with. You must have a glove because your fingerprints are all on the evidence now.
The other men wear one hand glove, one hand no glove.
One hand no glove. So how can you even say?
With their fingerprints in Liberia.
So how can you even say you will take that case to a court? As a law enforcement officer, you showing the public evidence that you gather. You showing a public evidence that you gather from an investigation that it is not yet even completed. We all have seen CAP's press conferences here. Yeah. Whenever they go ahead and do some kind of drug raid, they wait until that investigation is completed and an individual is already in prison, and then they will display the drugs to the public. They say this is what we saw, and so person is already incarcerated at so place. But today we saw that our LMP,
that's not true.
101, everybody who were there, they were saying this. Everybody at the end of the day, it was just chaos. So I'm disappointed.
They cannot wait.
All right, Philip, my chance. My 2 minutes start. Me
Man,
too, I
Derek,
wanna.
man,
All right,
Derek, you not
quickly,
thank you for
guys.
them. No,
Quickly,
Derek,
guys.
you not thank you for.
All right, quickly. Hey, some of the opposition. Let me be honest on this show.
Yeah.
We will all agree that some of the opposition analysts on this show tonight
No opposition yet.
are only trying to play politics under the Liberian people's safety.
The thing is clear, it's glaring the
So
writing on the wall.
it's
Jeremiah
like
stated it,
we are
and the
not
two, both
speaking
Jeremiahs,
of
they stated
we
it.
are
So
not
today,
speaking
there's
of
no
the
way you can.
safety of the people.
Okay.
We are trying to sway the people away from the government, and those are the intent, I believe.
Okay.
We are not even trying to tarnish you guys' credential. We're not trying to do that. As I said from the beginning, I'm not a criminal justice student to know the nitty gritty of how you guys conduct the investigation. Although I know about investigation, which, with my mere knowledge, we have to go through all of the 9 years. And Philip looking as an HR, he know I transfer those things over to him. And I think exactly how I want my investigation done because we have a procedure, we have policy and procedure to follow. So those have to be followed effectively. So, and we have to report those to the state. So that is clear. But in so doing, we all know that the US ambassador is always speaking on everything. Knowing that this particular case, the US name was involved, we know he will address it somehow. So I'm not going to play politics with this. I'm not going to say, oh, the government is trying to play politics here, trying to instill fear into the people to win election. This is not about election, guys. We shouldn't do this that we did with Lofa County when the rebel entered New York, when Chancellor was trying to tell the people and put that, oh, no, Chancellor trying to play nonsense. When those said the same thing, put that, oh, you're trying to play nonsense. And we suffer that. So let's wait. I'm not of sedition. I don't even know how sedition look like in the first place. I never voted for George. I always supported Alexander Cummings, but I love George. We are developmental initiative. And I want to see him accomplish that. So that's the first thing. But you guys should understand that we will always debunk you guys' statement if you come here and try to sway this thing in the form of the government is trying to win politics, only to pursue people to follow your plan, knowing that you have a mission to tell the people as an opposition to stay away from the government and not elect the government because the government is using it to portray them in a sense to instill fear in the community. And we're not doing that. The government will not do that. I don't think the government will do that because George Weah is peaceful. So I don't want to believe that. I just want to come back to the facts. The facts are the people have been torn. The investigation is going through. The people are told the investigation is going through. The police director disclosed the individual involved. We all know the names are out there. We always dig. Now it's time for us to start digging. And now I expect the media to even start posting things up or to do our own background check now and start looking at those people and see whether they've been involved in any criminality or not. But I think we need to get chill for a little bit. Chill, relax. Jeremiah, cool your heart down. And what his name? How you pronounce that? His name, Philip? The brother that start with Didlar.
Didier there, Didier.
All right, Didier, relax. The comment is not taking over the comment just to squash all of you guys. I don't think that's what George will ever do. George Weah is very peaceful. We know him. We know him to play football, and he's peaceful. So let's look at it from that perspective, and there will be full investigation. And I think the police director, despite they were a little bit sloppy, but they will get it right.
No.
Arrest.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello.
Mr. Logan,
Go ahead.
if you only nobody's saying George Weah is that chaotic, but the people that he had around him are those ones who are bent on. Even if you tell George Weah leave the presidency today, it's possible that he leaves because he has everything that he wants. But there are elements within the government that are bent on causing drama, chaos for the Liberian people. A few weeks ago, December 17, we noticed that the We Tire Suffering rally, an arrest was made on the bodyguard of Mr. Cummings.
Wait, Jeremiah. Wait, all the Ghana, those fat Ghana say the tire suffering. Did you see that?
Listen to me. Look,
being fat doesn't.
I'm in the best.
No. The ESCOM official
Everybody
talking
will not
about here
have
though.
body. So the people
Let me on the
who
BB
got
cut. No,
body-
we're talking about ESCOM official. We're not talking about the picking our hustling.
So listen, let me stress this point. First of all, the people who only retired suffering rally and the rest were made. They say the bodyguard of Mr. Cummings had gun. Of all the people that carrying sidearms in Liberia, they arrested him to ridicule the opposition. We are looking at trend for security people. Follow trend. That's just the trend. I'm not accusing them based upon hatred. I don't hate the people. I worked with that guy for 2.5 years. I worked with Manaseli for 10 years.
Wait, let me ask you, right? Is he allowed to carry arms?
He's a Liberian. He's our leader, right? But if there are things,
is Kumi bodyguard allowed to carry arms in Liberia?
No, he's not.
He's not.
He's not. But now, if you check all the people who carry illegal weapons, and even people within the police, once you're not trained to a weapon, you're not supposed to touch it. People are, first of all, the strength of the military is reducing every day. They train another people leave the military because of the problem they have there. The same with the police. The security apparatus is dwindling gradually. That's why you see the panelists here got members of who serve with the blood and sweat stay on this side here for in the meantime while giving the service on the other side. But then you don't get to understand the sacrifices they went through, but they know. Derek down there, the light shining over his head down there. When he was in Grand there, he couldn't even see that mosquito be wetting his hand. So I don't know why he coming be so deep. The thing not in order is not in order. We don't hate the people. We don't hate the people.
No.
These people, what you and I feel to understand is that this is an African regime. If they do wickedness to you, you continue to pamper them, they will do more to you. They will do more to you. That's pampering going on. Listen. What?
No, sorry, that Mr. MacArthur D. Chewing man.
Yeah, because I don't know if you have ever been a victim of summary execution or people running after your life because of what they feel and people are feeling infuriated. Imagine or aid to the president carrying weapon. Everybody carries weapon in Liberia now.
Because he got presidential privilege, right?
I know you buy that one. The protocol to the president carry gun. We know these things. Everybody in the country, the minister, everybody want carry gun.
No, but when it comes to think about it, when you register, if the gun is registered,
no, I'm finished. I'll read the man comment. Rashi, wait. Rashi, wait.
The man got privilege. The man got time privilege.
2 minutes said that.
No, but Mr. Chair got time privilege.
No, Jeremiah, I got 30 seconds more. Let's go.
Okay, listen. Mr. Rashi want to talk about registration. Mr. Rashi want to talk about registration of guns in Liberia. It just doesn't exist. You know the only weapon they register in Liberia? The Remington, they're hunting, they found one, and it has to be single barrel. It has to be single barrel weapon. So if you get your Glock on your Glock 19 and you say you go register, who will register it for you?
They got small arm. What are you talking about? You start spoiling like bro, they got small arm over there. And I know
the small arm doesn't issue license.
It's true.
They don't.
And the small arm is controlled by Maxwell Grace.
This is 2 minutes. Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Mr.
Let me say something here. Let me say
something. It's other B. Okay, that's your time. Okay, that man get concealed weapon carrier. So that's what you need.
This is permit the government issue.
Government issue that. And that permit only come from one area.
So if you're not part of it, you can't get it. So for ordinary citizens flying with guns.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing here for that.
Okay, just a second, Jeremiah. Go ahead. Your 2 minutes start.
Who, me?
Yeah. You know that Derek 2 minutes start.
Okay, here's the thing here, right? Everybody criticizing the police and order, everybody touching the gun, doing this. Let me tell you guys something. My brother up there, I can always forget his name, DJ. The thing what you don't understand
my man, not DJ, ba.
They
are very struggle. That's what they are very struggle.
talking about DJ Loba from Ivory Coast.
DJ Kurba, whatever I need. But listen, now, wait.
2 minutes you play well.
No, no, 2 minutes. But okay,
Call him Princey Johnson.
On a serious note, let me tell you something. The reason I said that a criminal justice degree is not relevant today because Liberia investigation and security in Liberia.
I wanna disagree with you with that.
Let him finish.
Huh? Go ahead.
Finish, brother.
Yeah, you understand that all the people that were playing without guns. And the reason they were playing without guns is not because they know about fingerprint or they don't know about fingerprint.
They don't know about it.
Let's see, they do.
I don't think so.
Most of our police over there were trained in Rwanda and trained in other countries. On military, most of the police over there. I went through basic training over there. So you can't tell me they don't know about it. They can teach you about
they do.
But it's not relevant there because we know that it's not there. We shouldn't sit there in America and say, oh, why are you doing that? You know it's not relevant. Even DNA testing is not relevant.
How you say that?
It's not. How will you get it?
Because it's not.
It's
Labrador have the capacity.
No, we have a fingerprint division at the Liberia National Police. How will you say that?
Then you say
how will you say that? How will you say that?
Who runs the fingerprint division?
We get example. We don't have fingerprint.
Who run it?
Check the trapper. You pay on the Labrador for a little bit, right?
But who run the fingerprint division?
You pay on the Labrador for a little bit, right?
No, la media coming.
Yeah, but
who run the fingerprint division in Liberia?
So the figure but the other criminal in Liberia, when they be in jail, when they picking up say, oh, they're running around.
No, you don't speak facts.
So Derek, anytime you lie, your life can hit.
I'm telling you.
Listen. We don't have fingerprint division over there.
No, amen.
So y'all just mute your mouth because echo.
The echo is coming back.
Area 2 minute end.
Wait, what?
No, Derek,
how come about interference? Jeremiah interference.
Yeah, man, how you come up 2 minutes like that?
30 seconds.
We saying these things that we're not saying it because the police all over there are stupid. They know that those things are not relevant. Somebody said that, oh, before they display this thing, I know that it was premature to do that, but all of this question you're asking have already been answered. They got somebody arrested already. They know the where, they know the who, they know the when, they know the how, and they know the what. They got the evidence with them already. Case already over there is half done. So you see them testing it, just like for them, it's like, oh, the thing already finished because they know without with them saying that, oh, we already got somebody in custody, we already got the evidence, we know where it's coming from. These people, to them already, they know they're done with the case. It's just that they were supposed to let a spokesman for the police to be the one to make that announcement. So that's the only place I have a problem with because the spokesman is a politician who are going to speak properly about the case.
And it's man, you are going to make it down there.
Yeah,
I agree.
You shout straight on the microphone.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Sile. Go ahead. Because the worst Mose Carter, he was going to intellectualize the whole thing.
But how it's supposed to be? That's what you're representing for.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mr. Sile.
So the whole thing here is we're just trying to standardize the argument in our claims. My brother Derek saying
I'm not gonna bring no something metal here.
Anytime Jeremiah can speak.
We're not doing no data track here today, please.
For strictly sign. So y'all got to listen. That put I can make. Sorry. I'm trying to mute Avi. I go mute you. Sorry, if you got 2 years sitting. I take it a man for sorry, brother. I'm carrying the man all the way up to you.
Yeah, because yeah, so I was saying, I want to first demystify the information that Derek saying that we don't need the criminal justice experts and those that are being law enforcement. We should appreciate on this panel having Derek, Chie, Young Voodoo, and other guys that are in criminal justice because as much I will look at it from the broader spectrums, that's the areas of expertise they have seen so much. So there are more to what we see on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Now, however, I'm still using my common sense approach and the little I know. That's not my aim about the little I know. Again.
Philip, get Jeremiah 2 minutes.
Okay,
The
go
matter
ahead.
makes sense.
And thank
I'm
you.
fighting for you to be able to speak freely, and then you just want to debunk me. What kind of measure too?
No. So the reason I'm saying this is that I felt that the government was unfair to Liberian people. I keep putting on the blame. Now, saying that doesn't mean I'm going to have an ally with my brother Arvin, because Arvin has already considered himself to be a Star Wars or collaborator. Even though he's an ANC man, but from his expose, you know that he signed with the government. So he's trying to distract us from the actual conversation for focusing on the government mistakes and the government strategies that they are planning. And Jeremiah did a historical analysis on the process. June investigation with Yeke, the recent one that happened, Jeremiah spoke of it with the arms with exam. Why is it that the government always point out arms and ammunition towards oppositions? That's a trend. That's a trend. Now, if this, for me, how I see it, if these arms that were found by a mere citizen, identify it and say, oh, this arm is different. But the government say, oh, we found these arms. It comes from here. And Philip, one thing I can tell you today, bear me witness, keep it, save it. This issue we're discussing is only 3 days issues. This government will never come back with an update.
Never.
How much you want to put on that?
Yes.
How much you want to put on that?
And
how much you want to put on that?
About what?
That the government will never give you an update.
I can put $1,000 on it.
You on?
You sure?
Because when I mean government give me an update, not to come and say, oh, we tell this person.
But I update.
Where it was bought, where it got transported from, all of the full evidence-based investigation will not be given. People died in Liberia.
Do you guys know that we got Interpol working with police over there? Do you guys know that?
My brother, they have the Interpol and other trust got killed, brother.
And do you also know that we got a fingerprint division at the LMP? Do you know that? You say Interpol.
Yeah, it's there, but that's the last consignment it got. So if they took one all of the consignment, I don't think it will affect all of the consignment.
It will affect it. It's evidence.
Yeah, but I only want to take out the whole consignment.
The whole country don't have fingerprint. I think they were just trying to make something up to convince
Maybe you are making it up.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
I don't have fingerprint.
Interpol run the fingerprint division, and that fingerprint they get it send it to Europe.
Oh, I thought you said no fingerprint again.
People in Liberia don't have fingerprint on file.
You know,
not true. It's not true.
Never had chance to clarify.
I'm waiting. I'm not.
It's not true, Derek. It's not true, Derek. It's not true.
Wait, before you got fingerprint on file, you got a fingerprint the person. Who in Liberia got
Jeremiah is protected? Is Jeremiah protected?
Daria, hold on, please. So, Jeremiah, before you end your 2 minutes, let me just ask you this short question before you end.
Wait, Jeremiah, I got 2 minutes.
Listen,
he said before you end.
Yeah, before you end your 30 seconds, Jeremiah.
Yeah,
so look at this picture right here. Let me put a picture.
Wait, Philip doing something. They're not interrupting.
You can see the picture, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can see the picture. Look at the picture right here.
No gloves on your hand. No gloves.
You don't need
Look at
gloves.
that. He doesn't need gloves. He doesn't need gloves. He doesn't need gloves.
Y'all don't want to speak too?
Y'all be honest, man. Y'all be honest, Lord. Jeremiah, y'all be honest. All you guys be honest. Y'all be honest, man. Y'all be very honest. Y'all know Liberia. Y'all be honest. They almost level.
I'm protected. On the floor.
Sorry, I'm brother. Go ahead.
Jeremiah, the reason I brought that up, if you, Jeremiah, want to have weapon in your house, will you put it outside your house? Because if you look at the city and the placement, it outside the main hall. Say me, you gotta put for inside. You post the city for outside, you can just put it down.
Exactly.
So
then
why would the man
what-
let's go have weapon outside his house in his city there?
Let me address that.
And that's why I will come to you and say for security reason the man can put it there because he want to know that it's not attached to him. For security reason, you put it there so when they can't find it, say, but you look at I will put one outside. That's the very reason you can put it there.
Derek, in your hall, you're telling us that
I agree with you, Derek. I
For
agree with
security
you.
reason, what
Derek,
the reason you're talking right now?
There was no free weapon division at bureau. So let me
I can dispute that claim. I said I didn't put the comment on trying to inform me something. They put it there.
So the very reason you say that, why the man put it there?
So, Avio,
go ahead,
Avio, are you telling the panelists that?
Me off, man.
Are you telling the panelists? Are you telling the panelists?
Take control of the show, my brother.
Go ahead, Jeremiah. I'm coming to meet everybody now. Say, Jeremiah, Jeremiah, get 2 minutes on. Go ahead.
You did in my brother Jeremiah. My 2 minutes. Now,
Jeremiah,
by showing the video. One thing I seen that video, the evidence being messed with. Let me tell you one thing.
Thank you. You're speaking sense. You can have my 1 or 2 minutes.
I'm from the scientific background, right? I'm from the scientific background. Those people who do DNA studies in criminology, they are one forensic chemists. We do DNA. We do strings. That's something that's very good at. We use MRI HPLC to detect the gene of the individual. Now, the fact that he messes with it with our glove, he already messes with investigation, evidence.
What are you talking about?
It's
this gun when I used to kill people.
Hold on.
What are you guys talking
about?
Hold on,
It
Derek.
doesn't
Hold
matter
on.
because
You got 10 more seconds.
So that's one thing we should look at. And this government always use that as a strategy. They always play negligence as a means of cover up. That's a negligence on their part. So to be realistic here, there is something under the sleeves of this government. That's what I'm assuming.
So you assuming the government now? So you assuming the government has the plotted guns to all the locations to just instill fear in the public? Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly.
Because
if not, you will not want to mess with evidence.
Yeah, Taylor did the same thing in Lopa County that I brought law today.
Leave the local candidate, baby. Leave the local candidate.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing that they did in Lopa County.
Leave the local candidate, baby.
You can run it in an investigation.
I use 3 minutes. 2 minutes. 1 minute. Jeremiah, give me 2 minutes. I use 1.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he got a minute.
In the history of La Bureau, no, I'm taking about 10 seconds. In the history of La Bureau, weapon had never passed through the seaport of Monrovia. It will come through Butuo, it will come through Waterside, it will come through
The
findings for terror,
but it will never come through the free port of Monrovia.
We're waiting for the investigation findings. It will tell us. It's too early.
Jeremiah, silly. The other one I get understand. I go have a weapon there, put it up on my horse.
There's very reason right there that in criminology. Okay, I'll come back.
The meta over. Let me come in.
And
I want to take this back. You need a criminal justice degree to discuss this. You need to have a criminal justice mindset.
Philip, you got to put Yan on so Yan can talk about the prison.
Okay.
Do not degrade my. I'm not talking crazy. Mr. Chair. I'm not talking crazy. Look, I got a criminal justice bachelor of science in criminal justice administration. You know, I went to 4 years university. Not that crazy experience I get. I get the theory side of it, and I get the practical side of it from the prison as well.
So from the practical side, I think you're looking at in La Bureau now are happening. Please discuss the thing that happening in La Bureau. How you see it?
Let me tell you now. Derek, I will want to debunk you. Derek, my 2 minutes start. I want to debunk you, Derek, for you saying that or the professionals, those guys that we trusted and put them into leadership, into the security apparatus in that place, messes with how you call it, of investigation, then you want the media to justify their mistake. It's not there. Hold on, I'm hearing echo.
Go ahead. I hear it echo somewhere. But go ahead. I see everybody muted.
But who is the G?
Yeah.
Who is G right here?
G Raji already muted.
The man who came after your doing the man who came after your doing the now the man.
Get it noise. G Raji, hold on. Go ahead, yeah.
Okay.
If a minute, yeah, over one point talking, your widow, I hold you pass to the player and stop.
Okay. All right, for you to sit on here and justify the mistakes of the police directors in our country is very disheartening. Those guys, we trusted them. We trusted that guy to put in our position to protect the life and properties of the Liberian people. We're talking about armed ammunition that came into the country. That this is dangerous to the nation. He messes with it. He sat right there and messes with it. The evidence in his possession. Then he will come here and say to lecture the Liberian people as to him is already over. So he had to touch it. Look at even the guy that went in the city to take this evidence down. They went through training, like you said. They sent them to Europe. They sent them to other countries for advanced training. So they should know about all those things. They should not sit there. Yeah, they should not sit there and mess with evidence. Even we don't have DNA machine in the country.
Can I interject 1 minute? Yeah, 1 minute. Just 1 second. Wait.
No, Derek. No, if you take 1 second, I'll take 1 second too.
Fede, get my 2 minutes, yeah.
Oh no, you don't got 2 minutes again.
You're on a minute over. You drop our number over. You ain't drop our number over.
These are guys that we trusted, that the nation trusted. So if they do that kind of thing, the president should be dismissed by now. And we're talking about police spokesperson being the one to speak of that incident today. No, the police director should be the one to speak of that incident. And the police director should be the one to give all means as to how to protect the evidence and how to go about with the investigation. The police director
need to speak on pricing.
No other pricing than the police director that the nation needs to hear from today.
Hold on.
No other pricing than the police director that the nation needs to hear from from them about that incident today. The police director is the one that the nation was waiting to hear from, and the nation hear from that person today. So for us to
add to Jan, please. I want to add to Jan a little bit.
30 seconds. Go ahead.
Ask me.
Yes, I say I want to add.
Jan are the guest speaker.
Yeah.
No, Derek. Derek will be talking now.
No.
Yeah, to just add up to what Jan is saying. To just add up to what Jan is saying. I just want to chip into what Jan is saying, right? The entire investigation is already messed up.
Messed up.
In our criminal justice setting. In our criminal justice setting, it always starts with the police.
DJ uses 2 minutes. Here is unfair. DJ uses 2 minutes. It's unfair.
No, I'm not using my.
Okay. Yeah, 30 seconds. So go to Derek. 30 seconds. Don't go around the table and power parking.
The arm that went into the country today, they tagged America today. They said the arm came from America, from an individual, right? So guess what? America, every arm and ammunition as here got series number. Since they tag America to it, America will go investigate that arm as to which store that arm was bought, when that arm was bought, who saw the arm and ammunition, where it came from. They will trace it. There are serious number to the arm in that country, the arm that went to Liberia. So America is tagged to it. America is tagged to it, and the serious number will be traced. I'm telling you.
And they will show the store, the individual that purchased those arms.
Okay. 30 seconds.
1 hour, everything. They will show it.
Okay. All right, Jan. Thank you so much. Derek, let's go with your 2 minutes. Then we'll go around the table. Yeah, okay.
Don't come.
I want to get my parting point here before.
No, wait,
Yeah,
wait,
because I gotta
wait. Get
go.
a party point, but listen
Derek,
now.
you got 2
Yeah, let me
minutes.
get my parting point.
Don't come on here and say something and come back and finish it back. They did not
Reggie, I
accuse
come and shut
America.
the rap,
They did
Derek.
not accuse America. One, two.
They tagged America
Listen
to
now.
A. They
Listen.
tagged America
Wait now.
to A.
Yeah, wait now.
It
They
came
did
from
not accuse
America.
America. Listen.
Now, hold on, hold on,
From
hold on.
America.
And then the point
Yeah.
y'all making here, the point that y'all missing.
Uh-huh.
All of y'all missing that point. Y'all are looking at the investigation as ammunition that was used in a crime. Those arms are just illegal arms. It's not about fingerprint or fingerprint not there. The idea of it is that, oh, it's here. It's not about the weapon that been used. So when it's a weapon that is involved in murder or any weapon that was
Whether it involves in murder or not, they gotta use it
Derek,
I tell you why they say
Derek,
No. When
You
you
see
guys
evidence
talking about
how do you know
fingerprint,
whether
I'm trying to address the fingerprint. If that weapon
No,
was
Derek,
used,
how do you
Hey,
know
that
whether
Philip.
weapon
involved
was
in
used
other
in
when
a
it comes from
crime
another
to
country?
commit a
Philip.
crime. Listen now.
I think we gotta do our parting, Philip.
No,
Yeah, because everybody else
the
going circles.
if
Yeah, everybody else
those
going circles.
weapons was used to commit a crime, then you can talk about fingerprint. But they were never used to commit a crime. So all we're doing right now is those
Derek,
are
how do
new
you know it
weapons,
was not
and we
used to
just
commit
getting
a
it
crime?
out.
If it comes from another country, we're
Where in the
transported to
investigation,
Liberia.
I told you say it was for we saw a weapon that killed people in Liberia. We saw weapons. We saw weapons and we're bringing it out. That's
Derek,
all that is there.
Derek,
In criminal justice,
Derek,
in investigation, if there's
how
a
do you
weapon,
know,
Philip.
it's
Derek?
different from
Hey,
a weapon
Philip.
that was used in a crime.
I'll let you do my
People
party,
talk
man.
about fingerprint.
I have
They
to
talk
go do
about
something.
fingerprint.
Hey, Derek, I get Derek,
Philip,
Yo, Philip.
But Sean
I
needs
want to do
some
my
news,
party.
man. I think he's giving us too much effort. Philip.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah,
Philip,
right.
yeah, yeah. I want to do my party before you leave.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
I want to do my first. I'll
We
be
have
with me.
to
Go quick.
and do our party. So
I want to go quick, Jeremiah.
Let me do it first.
So today you guys, you got 3 minutes. Get to the point. 3 minutes.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the echo is too much. The echo is too much.
For Raji.
Yo, Sean needs some mute.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So for my party again, I want to say thank you for having me on the show to actually discuss this relevant issue regarding our country. So I just want to throw a little light. So our criminal justice has three components. They got the police, they got the court, and they got the correction. Every criminal justice process starts with the police. I'm saying criminal justice, criminal investigation. I'm not saying marriage case where that one part is a civil case. Every criminal investigation begins with the police. Now, the state depends on the police to do a proper investigation, acquire proper evidence with the actual procedure in order to gather the evidence and proceed to court. All I'm saying again, the process in gathering the initial evidence. As for me, I termed those weapons that were posted today by the LMP as initial evidence. But the process in gathering those initial evidences are wrong because the police have already gone ahead to contaminate all of those evidences. So, in short, we all saying the same thing around here. We're all saying that we wait for the conclusion of the investigation. But my point is, as it stands, the police are already contaminated the entire evidence and thereby the entire investigation. In short, is a VLA. And we all know what the VLA means. Thank you, guys.
Philip, can I go next? I got to complete my building.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
First, I would like to thank every one of you guys for the show tonight. And Philip, thanks for what you do. I think these are interesting, and I applaud you for this. At least you're waking the community up a lot. But I think we all should understand that the American government is already somehow involved because the U.S. ambassador is situated right in Monrovia. And if he can speak on everything, including corruption, I know he will speak on this one somehow. I know his team looking into this. There is no way the U.S. embassy will be right in Liberia,
Uh-huh.
and they are involved in almost everything. And this that could affect the safety of the people of Liberia, with which they are invested the most,
Mm-hmm.
a lot. I can't say the most because they are investing right now in Ukraine more than Liberia, but they have invested a lot in Liberia. And to just let this slide, I think they would not allow that. I think they will intervene. And two, I don't want to believe that this is a charade. I don't want to believe that the government is trying to play politics out of this. I want to believe that these are security issues, and we need to wait for the investigation to play on, and let's see what happened. But in so doing, I would like to thank I would like to thank you so much, and I would like to wish my daughter happy belated birthday. I'm going to celebrate in Chicago tomorrow, so I hope you guys have fun. Thank you.
My birthday is tomorrow too.
So my
Yeah.
daughter birthday on the second is belated,
Philip,
but
let me
we're going
close.
to celebrate in Chicago. So
Oh, Emily.
So, so Philip, let me close.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
So,
Chloe.
so,
all right, guys,
So,
see you later.
first
I'm
of
just
all,
trying
Philip.
to test a meeting that coming on. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right.
You have it again.
Okay. First of all, Philip, I would like to say thank
Mhm.
you for your show. Thanks to the community for viewing, and also thanks to the panelists for being a participant by viewing our show. And then number one, I will urge you to give a thought to this, to make a portion of your show on a certain day, and name it security hour, where
Yeah,
experts and community members can come in and throw light on trending security issues back home in our Liberian community
that's
and
beautiful.
back home, so we can dissect the issue so that people get to understand. And finally, I would like to say
I think I
we
know
are
the
not in the business of critiquing the government because we don't like the government, or we don't love the government. We are all from Liberia. We love Liberia, but we want to see the best for Liberia, and we hope that in our so doing, by giving our own contributions and quota to the country, we all can augment the strength of the country and promote our country in a positive manner. We also like to urge the government to go in depth with this investigation, because investigation that involves on unwholesome arms and unwanted terrorism acts are things that constantly destabilizes country. So we urge them to do more. They've started, and we don't want it to stop, because there will be criticism, but you can work on those criticism and see where you fall short. We know there are being tampering of the evidence already on ground, but we need to know the root cause. We need to know those who will be apprehended. We need to know how this case ends. We need to see these people go through the process, through the courts, and be found guilty. We don't want to see people trump up charges and just send somebody, a father, to jail and say he did this, and there isn't sufficient evidence to back the accusation. I would also like to say a big thank you again, and I hope that anytime we have the chance, you let us know so that we can throw light on some key issues. Thank you.
You forget today your president birthday.
Oh, I would like to send a special birthday greetings to Unit One, of Bassa, and I would like to say, Mr. President, do have a blast. We know there's a celebration coming up, and we will join you in that celebration. And I'd like to say our hearts are out for you, and we're rooting for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my dear brother. Thank you so much. All right, so I'll go to Mr. Jeremiah Saleh. Then
yes.
I'll go to my brother Raji. Then I'll go to Derek. Mr. Saleh, go ahead.
So, guys, thank you guys for the show. I appreciate you coming on and participating. Some discourse are unusual to some of us,
I
but we
know, right?
try to participate. That's a community, and also thank you, Philly, for always making the platform available for everyone to contribute a quarter to the community, regardless of the area of discipline. And to my brother Derek, he Derek make a comment that the arms were not involved in criminality, so all of those things, but you don't know where it comes from. It was used for criminal activities. However, the government still had to continue the investigation to make to the public their findings. That's the only way people will be convinced. Other than that, people are only going around with rumors. And I also want to say within the next 2 hours, 30 minutes, I'll be turning +1.
Oh wow.
Tomorrow will be my birthday. So I'm a Capricorn, like Vince Basiga. We are Capricorn. So we have
Happy
our own,
birthday.
yeah, we have our own sign. We do things our own way. But
Yep.
I mean, thank you for making the platform available for me. And thanks to all of the panelists for their contribution. Those that have the discipline, some of us are learning as well. And thank you again. We are preparing for the inauguration as well,
Mm-hmm.
and all other things. So our community is growing, and we appreciate the Logan's Hour and other platforms available to this community. Just for us to come here and discuss on things that are relevant. So thank
Yeah.
you, and have a blessed night, guys. I
Thank you
appreciate the
so
show.
much. Thank you so much, Mr. Saleh. Thanks for always at least coming on and just show light on few issues. We look forward
Yeah.
to you. Like the other day, I tried to send this message out to Professor Wille Pille. You put out in the health field, at least I can take a day and you'll just sit down up here and just educate the community more, tell them what to do and talk about
Yeah.
health issues. I know when it comes to winter, a lot of people just eat, sleep, watch TV, get up, eat, sleep, watch TV, and those things have a lot of health implications.
It's a bad habit. The thing is, Phil, not just trying to take all of the time. Let me just take 1 minute. The
Go
thing,
ahead.
think about health, we have so many sectors of healthcare. And
Mhm.
one thing about healthcare that is demeaning for our community is that a lot of people in healthcare don't keep up with research. It's very bad. Most of the time, people get a health degree in nursing, in medicine. They just work and run after the money. So to keep up to the day-to-day occurrence of health is hard. So we that into research, we keep learning every day. And that's the thing. For our community, it's very important, but we have to, be able to scream the topic as we were going to discuss. Are we going to talk about diabetes, cholesterol, so stuff like that? But again, what I encourage you to do now when we
Mhm.
start a new year is for us for me to give me time. Let's see in February we can invite 2 or 3 people from
Yeah.
different backgrounds that are into research, and
Yeah.
plus I can help you as a co-host and we can ask them questions and it will be very,
That's beautiful. That's
yeah,
beautiful.
I promise I can do that.
Thank you so much, my dear brother. At least the
Thank,
community do those things. Thank
yeah,
you.
thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. G Raji, you want to go to you first? We'll go to Mr. Fulula.
Yeah, let me just conclude. And I can leave you guys.
No,
Thank
before you,
for the show.
before you conclude, what do you make of this?
I saw that in one way that applies to us as Liberians. We will know people capabilities, and at the end of the day, we still want them to serve in such position, knowing fully well that they are not up to the tax. They're not fully knowledgeable to that part of that department, and we still want to force them into it. I don't know the context for which that post were made, but sometimes
Your internet, my brother.
hello.
Yeah, your internet messing up. Like you just driving from your house, so the Wi-Fi got to disconnect before your real internet connect. Can you hear me?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Can you hear me? All right. So we'll go to Mr. Fulule because I think you're having a little problem there. All right, Raji. Let's go to Mr. Fulule. Mr. Fulule, come in.
Yeah, Mr. Logan, thank you so much for the Logan hours. The Logan hour. I know I'm one of the usual callers on the Logan hour.
Oh
I know
yes.
every
Yeah.
day I can be waiting for it. When they say you come on your test, I say, but when I watch out with the
Yeah.
Logan hours
Okay,
today.
you're coming on today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for the Logan hours. It's opening ways, for opening our eyes in the community. The information that other people get that we don't know, they come up here, they display it for us, to learn from it as well. But tonight topic is so fruitful, and we should take it serious. We should not play politics with it.
Yeah.
It is our country, because these things have the propensity to take the childhood of our children and the youngest one behind us, like it did for us from the past. So we should not take this lightly. The police messed up with the investigation. They messed up with the evidence, but not it's not yet spoiled. They can still work with Interpol, like in connection with Interpol. They're also working with the American embassy. Like I said, even though they didn't accuse America, but America name is tied to the incident that this particular attempt came from America. America will definitely get involved to see what is it, where it came from, who had it, where it was bought. There are serious numbers attached to those attempts. So let's wait for the police. But I want to throw this out there. When people trust you and put you into a position, that means you have that expertise. They depend on you to do the job for it.
It's true.
You cannot go there to mess up publicly, especially with attempts issue like this. Then we sit down here, we sugarcoat it. Where the fact is, they put it there. The police mess up big time. We expect them, whether this thing is involved into a murder or crime. Evidence is evidence. You should treat it as evidence.
It's true.
You can't say, "Oh, I will treat murder case evidence different and treat just or a cussing case or evidence different." Evidence is evidence. You should have that mindset always to treat evidence as evidence.
It's true.
So I want to say thank you. Pertaining to the health, I'm also open to mental health, because our mental status is one of the most things that we have to pay attention for in this country. We get a lot of things that stress us out. We get a lot of anxieties going on within our various lives, and self-care is one of those things that we have to pay attention to. And a lot of people don't really pay attention to self-care. So I'm open up to that. I'm also a student of mental health in psychologist, and I'm open up to discussing things then like anxieties, disorder, how people can take care of themselves, to reduce all those stress that people go through here and stuff.
True.
So I say thank you so much for the Logan hours, and I'm always looking up to the Logan hours, because for me, whether I know it, I don't know it, I would dive into it.
Oh yeah, that's what I like about you.
When I make mistakes, I learn from it. I keep moving.
That's what I like about you.
That's who I am.
We had a big debate here before where we read James Akwe. He was defending Joseph Boaka, and all the communist people ran away. You the only person that came in defense of communists and challenged you on the program. I remember that. Yeah. I want to know. Thank you so much, brother.
So thank you for the show, and we'll look forward. Thanks to all the listeners tonight, and let us not take this lightly.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. So before I bring in Raji to get a final closing, I want to say happy birthday to my daughter, Emily Logan. Emily, you have grown to be a real beautiful lady. As you grow another year older, I want to wish you all of God's blessing. And happy pre-birthday to my dear brother and friend, Jeremiah Saleh. Go ahead, Ernest, Raji. Just clear your last part of this. Okay.
Let me just make this short and sweet. Before I can jump into my parting statement, first of all, like to catch for one or two things I said. When Jan Bulula, my brother Jan Bulula was trying to address one or two issues. Jeremiah Chie and I think Gideon, they show one or two light on him, like restricting him to talking about the prison activity and not only talking. I don't know if they were joking, but I at the end of the day, one thing they fail to understand is that being somebody who serves in the prison doesn't mean that you don't understand security matters. Because they have special training, a lot of training that you can go through that can help you in things like this, like investigation and all that, like extracting somebody who barricaded himself in a building or in a house. These are trainings that we are fortunate to take. We want to go through. These are trainings I think the police usually take too. So they shouldn't, when it comes to these things, they shouldn't limit young to discussing just prison activities. Because there are a lot of things that you pay in the process of being a prison guy and all that. So just to touch on that, just how the stressful direct not restricting them, not getting rid of the fact that knowing criminal law or getting the knowledge of criminal activities when it comes to this issue. It's the same way they shouldn't restrict down to just prison activities, because there are a lot of things, there are a lot of opportunities in becoming a prison guard. There are a lot of things. It's up to you to extend your hand and let the people know that you want to do anything. All right, let me just go back to the topic that was going in. Like I said previously, the best that we wait for the government funding. After that, then we can ask some of the questions. We shouldn't jump the gun and make regular statements when it comes to these things, or jump to politics and take time. Let's wait. Like almost everybody said on the panel, the government made a lot of mistakes, which was glaring. There are a couple of things that they did that they shouldn't have done. But hey, this is Liberia, we all know. We shouldn't think that because we come on the side and we see left as a whole, we see the better side of left, and we see that things that we used to do back home are not things that is right within a set of human beings as a whole. There are a couple of things, there are a couple of guidelines that we're supposed to follow in the process. But we, Liberia, we have our own way. We, Liberia, we have our own way of doing it. So we came on the side before we learned a lot of things. So we shouldn't bash our people back home as if they are left in different. We came on the side because before we learned a lot of things, or we were sent out of the country before we learned a lot of things, and we saw things differently. So they made a mistake, they made a couple of mistakes, and which wasn't right, which tempered with the investigation. But hey, that's Liberia, and that's how they run things in Liberia. That's how we run things in Liberia. I shouldn't have told myself because I was back home before and we did things like what they did, what the guys are doing now. We did those things. So, like I said, I want to thank you for the show. I will encourage my brothers. Let's wait, my brothers. Let's wait for the government understanding, then we can pass judgment on them. Thanks to my brother Derek, although it's the first time participating on the program. But hey, this is the show. You can come on anytime and enjoy yourself. Don't restrict yourself to just the topic. Enjoy the program. Philip, the moderator discussed a lot of issues. A lot of things are being discussed. So yeah, you can join the show. Thanks again, Philip, for this initiative, for opening this program and allowing us. And back home, for us, we were like, we said we weren't competent to like go on the radio and give our views. We're always being in the background, discussing issues. Although our views were valid views, but hey, we weren't like looking at it that way. We felt we weren't competent to jump on those various topics that were being discussed on the radio. Unfortunately for us, we have this. We can come here and express ourselves. We can say what we want to say. And we can partake on the show. You don't discriminate in terms of gender or in terms of who's qualified and who's not qualified. You always go to your line to criticism. You always allow people to keep that viewing and things. And I hope that God give you the strength to come on every day and not every day on your set day that you have for the show to come and to air the show. We look forward to listening to more show and partaking in more show. Thank you again.
Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you so much. Let God be with you as you drive to work. Thank you. Derek.
Oh my good God.
I know It's been a real long one. 3 hours, 19 minutes. Go ahead. Let's get your part.
Well, thank you for having me on the show.
Listen, I
One of
don't know Derek in town here. This is the man that call him Derek.
well, Derek Myers.
Good no.
Thank you for having me on the show. And whenever it comes to Liberia issue, I'm fired up. But I like the intellectual discussion we just had about the issue.
Yeah.
You know, I appreciate all the guys are amazing. Yam amazing. Chie amazing. All of them. DJ Dragba amazing.
Yeah.
But let me tell you where people are speaking from and where I'm coming from. That makes my opinion seems like I'm kind of supporting these guys over there. And it looks bad, but until you can put your foot in somebody's shoes, you'll never know you're burning them.
It's true.
You know, I was just like every other person on the show until I decided that let me see what's going on. I interjected myself into Liberia. I brought myself down. I went on basic training. I went for basic training and I started working there. I didn't understand anything at first because I wanted everything done by the book. You know, in America, before we touch things, we got to do it by the gloves. We got to go by this time. We got to draw a tip line. We got to do the one. The first thing the other guy asked me, Sito, I had the same rank. He was Lieutenant Colonel, Lieutenant Colonel. He said, Myers, let me ask you one question. Are you going to pay for the table, huh? The rubber glove you talking about wearing, are you going to buy it? I said, boy, I don't want to buy it. You ain't get it. He said, my man, I'm begging you here, man. You think that thing that can come free that? Everything here you got to buy. The uniform that you wearing, you got to buy it. The badge, your ID card, you got to pay for it. As a police officer, as an immigration officer, as a DA officer, you have to pay for your materials that you need to wear to look good. Okay. In saying that, the investigation looks good from my view because now I'm standing in their eyes. All the officers over there, I'm looking through their eyes. They are touching their gun and putting it away. They're not doing it because they are simpletons. They're not because of my educator can say simpletons. They're not doing it because they are simpletons. You know, they are not doing it because they don't know investigation. They're not doing it because they don't know that, I'll touch the gun, my fingerprint leave there. They know fully well that one fingerprint for the Liberian government to pay for one fingerprint in our phone. We can all recall when Princess Copper was killed here, or let me withdraw my statement. When Princess Copper body was found with the foaming out of her nose, I still got a picture. I wanted to advocate for that little girl. You saw how the crime scene look. There is coronet. There's a body laying out to rail right now. Everybody pass there. Look at that other body. And who did that? Was a morgue that beat that person and killed you. Where in America you ever see your body laying on the down? The first thing they'll put table around, they want to know footprint from the body. They want to know everything in the perimeter of that body to see if they can gather whatever evidence they can gather from there to go on with the investigation. Like, bro, it should not have that, my people. Whether it looks bad, it looks so ugly that man taking the gun from the hey, yeah, all going here. Look at all the gun coming from they're taking it with their bare hands. Because you know what happened? The only way we investigate cases in Liberia, if you feel it time and say, oh, T. Myers, this is how I used to get my cases, T. Myers, there are people order, we've seen people walking order, plenty of gun. And there would not be somebody with some, you know how to be security. Just because yes, see. You go Liberia, you say, oh, I see what they're saying. They say, oh, the people that are in that corner, they get plenty of gun there. Yeah, like you. They will send our intelligence then over there. Intelligence will go there and go view and gather information and bring it down. The uniform people can execute the arrest. See? So now, when we execute the arrest, we're not thinking about, oh, glove here, tape wire to put tape there around. We're going for our evidence. We'll go and grab the gun now. Yeah, y'all bring it. Y'all bring it. Y'all put all of that here. And y'all see the gun find in Philly house. And y'all all the gun there find in Philly house. To us, it's the normal way to go about it. To other people in the Western world right now, oh my God, you're contaminating the evidence. The first thing the librarian will look at is contaminating what kind of evidence. Oh, my man, you put your fingerprint in. They're going around used to kill nobody. In criminal investigation, let me just educate the public a little bit. In criminal investigation, when you say a weapon used in a crime, then you can say, now, you know what, don't touch it. And I can bet you any money. Just walk into LMP Central Office right now and say, they're going to have found on the ground. The first thing that they say, put it down there. And y'all bring bag, y'all put it inside. The people are inclined to that. Because now they know that, oh, that man brought weapon to the place there. We know what he have done with it. Those are new weapons that they find in place. To them, all they know is a fire, and they just want to just bring it to, it's just like, oh, we found gold. Y'all bring the gold over. Oh, we found car. Y'all bring the car to the office here. So it's not about, oh, they didn't know what they're doing. They know that the weapon to bring it. Or they know they found something. Yes, to us sitting in America, like, oh my God, they contaminated the evidence with their bare hands. I get you now. Don't waste your time because nobody in Liberia will pay for fingerprint to say they want fingerprint to go on. If America decides, since people say they allegedly came from America, what America will do, we all know it's a simple thing for America. Oh, let me get a serial number of the guns. Every gun got a serial number. America will trace the serial number. And why would Liberian people causing us on the side America say, oh, the guns were made in China in 1992 and it was made by so and so factory. Oh, those are not Western and Smithing gun. No, it was made in China. And it was, the matter of fact, the gun came to the other port. It went to Europe in 2004. It was there. 2005, later in Africa. And they will tell you everywhere till they can bring out gun and how it came to Liberia. Simple for America. But it's not that for us. Okay. The reason you saw I say criminal justice degree are not relevant, it's not like it's not relevant. It is a criminal justice matter, and it is relevant. But I want other people who don't have the degree and the credentials to have the flexibility and the mindset that their opinion is relevant to in this conversation. But all my brothers in the law enforcement setting, you guys are all right. Everybody on the panel here tonight was right. Everybody was right. That's why insecurity we call A, B, C, D. You put A, B, C together and it began the alphabet. You put 1, 2, 3, it began the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But when I say 1, 2, 3, we say the numbers. We say alphabet, we say A, B, C. Oh, you know A, B, C? That's what security is. You take A, you take B, you take C, we call it A, B, C, and it's the alphabet. Everybody on here was right. I appreciate everybody coming on here. Philip, I appreciate you having me. I'm very open to discussion. It have to be with Liberia because I left Indiana for a while, so I can't speak on Indiana issues. Not to that extent. So if you have issue of something that had to do with Liberia security, I'm still in contact with my officers, with my senior ranking officers in Liberia. I'm still in contact with most of the foxhole personnel who are still flourish me with information, and they still want information from me too up here. I said something to Nya on here about being prison guy, and it was a security joke. Nya is a security person, so I don't think it's something that he will take.
Yeah, he take it too serious.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's very flexible. He one of those flexible people. Yeah.
Jan was one of the people when I entered here, when I came back, he told me, so, oh, man, with your degree, you know what you can do? You can go to the prison to work there. I said, okay, yes. And I'm actually working on it, but right now, no. The schedule is very tight for me, and I'm working on my master's, so I want to have some flexible schedule. So I'm doing something else. But thank you for having me. I appreciate Indiana for listening. I really appreciate your show. I started watching the show back when you first started. I was still in Missouri.
Yeah.
I used to watch it all the time. It's very educative. It's very informative.
January, yeah.
Yeah, keep up the good work. I got a pretty huge platform. I share your show every time on my platform, but
yeah, I know. I've seen your stuff.
Yeah, I'm laying back on Facebook because Facebook was supposed to be paying me, they're refusing to pay me because of some glitch. But whatever it is, that money they say they lose, so they're not paying. Also, I'm not sharing a lot of things there on Animal, but I will start sharing your.
They always say you violate the community standard.
Yeah, and that one it violated at 1,200. I don't get it a month. It was kind of annoying to me, but I appreciate you. I appreciate the guys for coming on here. These guys are very eloquent. I enjoy the show. Thank you, Indiana, for having us. Philip, thank you, and I hope you continue your show. And I hope that we can push Liberian people. Let me just say something before I leave, Philip. Let me tell you something. Coming and watching the video with us sharing it, you are just giving him a view, which is good too. But when you watch it, share it on your wall or your Facebook, then you will see Philip will start getting more view because when it's shared on your wall, other people watch it, he tell them to watch and share, share. Before you know it, he will grow on Facebook. And we all will appreciate it when he grow because it start locally and then go on, internationally.
It's about our information going out there. That's
yes.
It. So you don't necessarily have to be in Indiana before you know what's happening in Indiana.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and lastly, we know that politics is playing out right now because we are in election season.
It's true,
but we have to take what Alvin was saying very seriously. Yes, politics is there. Yes, everything now seems to be like we want to tarnish the other person's reputation. Oh, we saw the man bodyguard with gun. Oh, look at the gun we're finding outside of somebody's house. We can see the BS there is so big. We all can see the BS in it. But it's so irresponsible to call it a BS when a government, responsible elected government for a country like Liberia that is traumatized from war. You play with gun with Liberian people. It's just like you say, oh, snake that body before now. Somebody see laser, you know that man jumping all the way to God. So you cannot joke with Liberian people or play with Liberian people with guns. If George Weah government pull that, Princey Johnson, the chief of staff, saying that, then they come and pull gun thing to say, oh, after we kill 4 auditors, we kill Prince of Copa, we kill other people, then they're not moving, then they're not bursting. What we're gonna do? Let's throw in gun.
Yeah.
It will be so bad because we lost so many good people to that country. We lost, some of us lost our childhood. 1995, I joined Liberia Immigration Services when they were Bureau of Immigration and Naturalization. So if you come by now to tell us our children are over there and say, oh, you want to play with our gun, I'll be in Liberia before day can break. Because you know what? We're not going to stand for that no more.
No.
You know? And the government need to be responsible in doing things. They got a spokesman for the police. These issues are not something that everybody come on. We're not running a rebel government. That's why everybody here against them right now. Everybody want to talk. Everybody want to act like this somebody. You have to let your spokesman to handle that. That's why everybody point is right here, right now. But you don't joke with us when it comes to gun. That's why you see me on here. If you here say they shoot one gun in Liberia fighting war, don't look for me in America or be in Liberia. I thank you for having me. And good night, Indiana.
Thank you so much, my dear brother, Jeremiah. I look forward to seeing you again. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, following us out there, we want to say thank you. It has been a pleasing pleasure being here to serve you our best, and as we get ready tonight to leave, we are so grateful. We are so grateful that you guys always here to share the Logan's Hour and listen to what we have on the Logan's Hour.
I don't know about you.
And tonight, before we can leave, we want to say a very big happy birthday to my dear Princess Emmeline Logan. See her face right there. Emmeline girl right on my lap. She used to give me a hard time, sit with her all day when she was a baby, 2 years, and now see my baby. She has grown like this. Emmeline, happy birthday, girl. As you grow older, be a good girl and don't get daddy and mommy hard time.
Let it go.
And before we leave, I want to say happy birthday again to our dear brother and friend, Grace W. Basigia and his brother, Civicus Basigia. As you guys celebrate your birthday, we wish you all the blessing. We wish you God's blessing. And you're celebrating in grand style. And please, community people, those of you, you know we are in December. If you're wanting to file your taxes, look for neighboring tax and advisor service. That's a reliable tax preparation service. So just call his name. His name is Mr. Savasi M. Doba. He will prepare your tax for you. It will be on a timely manner. You can call his number. His number is 317-332-2975. So he's our tax agent in the community. Please don't forget, your brother is here.
They say the better money us, but when something happens, we don't want looking for.
And on February 18, 2023, those of you in the Liberian community, we having this coming up. This is a appreciation birthday party for my Mary Logan. She turned 70 years old, and it will be 6 o'clock p.m. And the location going to be 2930 Waterfront Parkway, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46214. So those of you in the community, show up. And don't forget, on the 12th, we have Mr. Rawasi Kiri, the tough talking Rawa Kiri, the Secretary General of the Liberia Association of Indiana. He'll be in studio. He'll be discussing issues relating to the Liberian community. and issues of the playing inaugural ball that's coming up. And we are grateful to have everybody in the community playing their part individually. So tonight, as you take your leave on tonight's show, remember, the name is Philip Seyuga Logan. And I'm always here to bring you quality. And we started this thing together, and we are here now. We're gone 1 year. What matters is consistency. It doesn't matter how many people online, but what matters is for us to keep bringing the information to our community, and let's do what is better for our community. So as we take our leave, we want to say check your dose and make sure go to those who you know you have problem with and reconcile. And for the sake of love, let peace reign. So as I take my leave, I want to say bye-bye and enjoy your evening.